Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new season and a new episode of Raw Talking It. I'm the gamer, Titus. That over there is the backseater, Joe, and we are playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. You might notice a couple things that are different. You see the chat popping up down below us here. Boop, 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 there we go. Down below us here. That is temporary. It will disappear, and so it won't interfere with the game, so you can see the whole wide game. But what's really cool about that is you can see emotes now, which is phenomenal. I really like my emotes, and I'm very proud of them. So whenever Kitty decides to do that, you'll see them. This is my first time playing Final Fantasy VII R. I've been told that it's a great story. I played the original Final Fantasy VII. I played the demo of 7R. I didn't like the demo. Probably because I'm
Great way to open the new season. We're playing a new game. I didn't like it from what I played.
I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer gamer. I like turn-based combat, and all of Square's new games are moving to this action-based combat, and I'm not a gigantic fan of the action-based, but I've been told I have to play this, and with Rebirth getting announced, and then Crisis Core getting a remake, or a remaster, or whatever you want to call it, yeah, you can go. Get out of here. I figured we should play it. And so what a better time to play it than on the podcast. So this first section here, the Mako Reactor run, which I already know of because of Final Fantasy VII.
You have played the original Final Fantasy.
I have played the original, so I know this original story. We're going to see the difference between the two and kind of go from there.
And you've also played the entirety of the demo, I think, right?
Yes, yeah. I beat the mecha dude at the end.
But it has been a minute.
It's been a couple of years. It's when the demo went out, and this game's like 4 years old.
Oh shit, I don't know, man. I can Google it.
It might be older than that. I was still in my apartment.
2020.
That's wrong. No way.
That's what Wikipedia says.
It
does seem wrong. But initial release...
No way.
April 10th, 2020.
Wow, really?
PS4. That's what it says. It doesn't seem right to me, but that's what Wikipedia says. So, like, man,
when
I don't
was
know.
the demo?
Shit, I don't know.
Please hold.
Well...
What? No way.
I know.
Huh. Alright, well apparently I was wrong. I thought it came out in like 2018, but it's 2020.
I did too. I did not think it was that close to the pandemic, which is the way that I measure all time these days.
I mean, yeah, we are post... I swear to God, this came out before COVID.
I mean, it did. April 2020 would have been...
April 2020 is COVID.
It's the onset of COVID, at least in the U.S.
Weird.
Well, either way, on that happy note.
Yeah, anyway, let's get into it.
Yeah, we're just going to dive in.
Okay, so Kitty's actually going to be here. She's just going to be pegging goblins at the same time.
We did technically we did some tests last week. And so we did watch this whole intro sequence. And we did watch... we did also play, like, a couple of minutes just to make sure we had our layout and stuff right.
It's literally the same as the demo, so it's already been played.
And also you have played the demo, so, like... Technically speaking, it's
Well, it's such a blessing to have Kitty here. I feel so privileged.
So, I mean, I guess we probably should have done our whole intro bit over the opening cutscene. Now we have to come up with something to talk about for like 4 minutes because this opening cutscene's really long.
Wow, a podcast has to talk. That's kind of crazy.
I will say, I have played this, and I also watched my husband play this, but I never played the original. And so, and neither of us has played Intergrade. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I'll have time before Xenoblade 3 comes out.
We'll probably play Intergrade on the channel.
Yeah, if we do it on, that would be fantastic, because I'd love to see it. Yes,
we'll probably play Crisis Core. Jim! My lovely boy!
But I really enjoyed it as somebody who has not played much Final Fantasy, and definitely hasn't played the original. Watching my husband play it, which is what happened first, I was like, this story is way more interesting and advanced than I thought from... I just had no idea that a story like this came out in 1997. Admittedly, it feels like this game focuses a lot more on what I would consider the really interesting bits compared to...
Apparently, this is the story. This is the story they wanted to tell. I don't know how true that is.
I don't actually think that's true. I
don't think that's true.
I think this is a story that they wanted to tell.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, quote, the story that they
wanted
to tell.
Have you ever seen Advent Children? Advent Children's weird.
I think I technically have, though I don't think I was even remotely capable of comprehending literally any of it. So,
man, she looks good.
I know,
really
and this
good.
game looks really good on PS5 in particular. Like, PS4, I'm sure it also looked really good, but like on PS5, it looks stupidly good.
We are playing on PS5, rocking my purple controller today. I could grab the pink one, but I don't want to get it dirty with my dirty hands.
Nice.
This is what we call fluff until the game starts.
Yeah, I know. I told you we should have done this whole bit about what we hadn't played.
Jaden, no you don't. I spent $200 on 3 controllers.
Yeah.
I grabbed the purple one, the black one, and the pink one.
I'm also eating pretzels, so like that's content, right?
No, I don't think it is.
Have you had Dot's pretzels before?
Yeah.
My mother turned me on to
Show you the
them.
pink? Sure. Yeah.
They're very good.
I love this. This is my favorite controller that I own.
Nice emote.
It's gorgeous.
It's like salmon.
It's like galactic pink or nebula pink or something like that. No, it's galactic purple, nebula pink, some shit like that.
Yeah, because if they call it fleshy pink, that's not going to sell.
Fleshy pink. No, that's a sentence. Jaden, I'll send you a Discord message with the colors.
So, I will say...
Hold on. Just listen to this soundtrack, because it's amazing.
Oh, I mean, we will be doing that.
I love that I have seen Distant Worlds in concert. So... it's just gorgeous. Like the instrumental's good. All right, we can continue talking. The game looks good, man. High frame rate. It makes it look. It's pretty. Playing like 144 hertz monitor with PS5 and all that stuff. It looks really good.
Yep.
We'll be doing English voices rather than the Japanese.
Yeah. Oh, did we turn on subtitles? Nobody's spoken yet, right?
No one's spoken yet.
Okay.
Oh, it's good. One thing Final Fantasy VII does have is the music. There's the boy with a big old sword.
The other thing I was going to say is I have created a roadmap. Our intent is to, I don't think 100% technically.
Kitty, I know. I've been watching. We're caught up. We're at season 2. It's amazing.
I don't think we are technically going to 100% because I think 100% requires you to play through some sections of the game multiple times, which we don't want to do. However, we are going to try and do we're going to do every single side quest. We're going to try to get every materia, but more importantly, we're just going to try to get everything needed to get Bahamut, which is the last summon materia you can get. But to get Bahamut, you have to get basically every single weapon. You have to get and max out... to get and max out the weapons, but that's actually not that hard. Then you have to get and nearly max out, and completely max out all of the magic materia, which is like a whole exhausting ordeal. So I have a checklist, so you will be, if you're watching the series, you'll see the whole thing. Thankfully, Chapter 1, you don't gotta do anything. Chapter 1 has nothing in it that you need to do.
It is just the Mako run.
Yep. I was really worried when I started playing this game that there was going to be an achievement for getting all of the crates that you have to smash, but there isn't.
They wouldn't be that mean, I don't think.
I still smashed every single one I saw.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they give you MP recovery, they give you health recovery items, all sorts of goodies. You should definitely be doing them. Occasional Moogle medals, stuff like that. But yeah, real fast, I do actually need you to check what materia does Cloud start with? I think you can only control Cloud for a while. You do have fire already? Okay.
Yeah, it's just fire.
Because that's one of the ones that you will eventually have to max out. Which, to max it out, you only have to have it equipped. You don't actually have to use it.
This is a cute little touch. It's a bomb on the vending machine.
Oh, you have absolutely no idea how much detail this world has. It is
good.
It is absurd. It is absurd how much detail there is on this.
What do we do? We do for Midgar and you. All right, sure.
Yeah, no, you have absolutely no idea the level of detail in this game. It is
good.
Bonkers.
Man.
The textures for everything are truly like, who bothers to put a subway map that's probably at least kind of accurate?
I mean, I'm sure it is accurate, to be honest.
Foot lockers and all sorts of stuff.
I mean, I like that the inaccessible areas are disguised with construction stuff, or
well, you can
just
move
like
those things.
Yeah, I know they can move those, but like this right here, I can't go here. It's like, oh well, everything there would be like maintenance stuff sitting in a corner or somewhere. I mean, places have those types of things.
Everything
it's
looks
nice.
very natural. I will tell you, your one early warning is, again, you don't have to do it this chapter. Occasionally, chests can be purple. Purple chests are weapons. So, be aware. If you see purple, that means pay attention. You actually don't, to my knowledge, you don't actually have to walk into those.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal?
You certainly can, but you don't have to, I think.
He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Jesse looks so good.
I know, Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge, they got overhauled and significantly added into the story of the
I think it's funny how you consider them overhauled while you don't know the original versions.
I've done a fair bit of Googling of some stuff, and I know that they were not as prominent in the main story.
They are not. They are here for a second, and that's about it.
And I know, because I've played it, I know all the future bits that they're in. I know all the different stories and stuff that you see, so, like...
Alright, Barrett.
They are huge in the story.
Daddy Barrett.
I know. We had a whole discussion where I was like, is his name Barrett because of Barrett, which seemed weird, but like maybe. But I looked it up and it turns out he's Barrett because it's a transliteration of bullet.
True, they are slightly less blocky, Michael, I agree.
Yeah. They have a few more polygons.
I apologize if we're talking over this part. I've seen this part. Most people have seen the demo part, but expect this. It's a podcast.
It is admittedly... And I usually don't like to talk over cutscenes as much as we are, but we literally have seen this before a few times. And it's also not that interesting early on.
Yeah, we're just
little banter bits.
Yeah.
There's way more heartfelt stuff that comes
Cloud is a merc. We got hired to go in the reactor because he used to be a
soldier, all capitals, because that means something, apparently.
It's the program.
I know, but just like it's all caps.
Mm-hmm.
And they make sure to format it like
Man,
that.
he looks good. That shot is crazy looking.
Alright, it's nuts.
I feel bad for recording in 30 frames per second. I should be recording in 60.
Wedge, I like Wedge. I do think he suffers from the... He's the only character in this entire game, in my opinion, that suffers from the... I have a trope, and my character is just that trope, which is that Wedge is fat, so he likes to eat. And that's it. Like, he's fat, he likes to eat.
I mean, I like to eat.
I know, but like, he will have some dialogue where he will interject that into the conversation. It's like, okay, come on, I get it. You're a big guy. Fine.
Yeah, we understand. I too like to eat.
Fat people like to eat, sure, but like
big dog gotta eat.
Whereas like Jesse and Biggs and Barrett and Tifa, all the other characters are like really well fleshed out and are genuinely seem like real people.
So
Wedge does not.
I want to point out, like in that instance, you really can't actually hear Wedge very well because he's up above you. So they actually did this distance thing really, really well. Where that voice would sound pretty far away from you.
Yeah.
We might turn down the music a smidge.
How dare you?
I love it, but it is very overbearing to the rest of the game.
How dare you?
Unfortunately. Or we just let music be the only thing that plays.
Did we have any other settings we implemented during our testing that we need to, like, remember to do?
Nope.
I didn't think so, but I want to make sure.
I will apologize to people. You will not see a map if I hit the map button, because we're covering it, because that's the only option that we have.
Yeah, we looked at all the UI. You get the unfortunately you get the Skyrim compass, and that's all you get. Yeah.
I don't strategy. I don't understand you sometimes.
Not so fast. We've got company.
We've got company. Well,
that must be a British thing. I'm not entirely sure what he's getting at there.
I have no idea what he's getting at. I typically ignore him.
The only other connotation I know Fat Boy is, unfortunately, the nuclear bomb.
Yeah,
so,
true.
Other than that, I don't know what it could possibly mean. Which, that frankly might be news to him. Who knows?
Calling fire.
And then we'll just do this.
Oh, man.
Yeehaw!
The particle effects and the bullet time are just absolutely insane.
I mean, the game overall is gorgeous. My problem was not how the game looked.
Oh, no, I know. I know that. But I just am commenting on how insane this game looks.
Yeah, it is. It is insanely good looking. And the sounds when he slashes into people, like the sound design is absolutely absurd.
Oh my god, Kitty. Shit. Okay.
I haven't seen the trees yet. Well, I mean, there is like one tree in this entire game, probably.
Yeah, that is actually admittedly kind of the point. There's actually a bunch.
Yeah, well,
you get to
and the other one, there's until you like leave Midgar, there's not very much foliage.
Oh, I don't think this is... I have to assume you do this in the original, but well, fuck if I know. But you do go to Aerith's house.
Yeah.
And it is very green.
Yeah, but she's the only one who has green stuff.
Yeah, I know, but like you will see a lot of foliage around Aerith's house. Like a lot.
Interesting. Okay.
Which is...
There's the reactor.
Kinda, the point. Strategy. I guess if you don't know, here's your very brief history lesson. This is something.
I think he understands the Fat Boy. I would assume.
I mean, but if he didn't learn it in school, why would he know that?
Why would he not learn it in school?
Because he didn't go to school in America, where it would be less relevant.
Oh.
Right? Because we were the ones. So Fat Boy and what was the other one? Was it just like Little Man?
Yeah.
They were the two nuclear weapons that were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan in World War II. The bombs were named because they were one of the earliest ones, and because that was the way things were back then.
Krell's voice actor.
It was in fact. Wait, was it Little Man?
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
Fat Man. Oh, it was Fat Man and Little Boy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It was not Fat Boy. It was Fat Man. And
was Fat Boy Fallout?
Shit, I don't know. Anyways, those were the names of the bombs, which I could also see a less pro-war country.
That's my line.
Sorry to get into politics there.
That's my line.
Not bothering to mention the name of the bomb because that would be considered fluff. It is admittedly not an important historical detail. Do you know the name of the plane?
No idea. Oh my god, that mode is kind of insane.
Oh, yeah, Punisher mode. Punisher mode's crazy. It does leave you open because you can't guard, I think. Which, I didn't guard a lot. It also makes you way less mobile.
Yeah, it's really slow, but you seem to jump forward a lot.
You still get the gap closer. That's still built in. The annoying thing is you never start in Punisher mode. You always start in Operator mode, so you always have to switch to. It's the Enola Gay, not the Nola Gray. But, like, honestly close. And it's actually only dropped one of the bombs. I don't know what was the name of the plane that dropped the other one. The other thing I'll say is I will also be popping in. I didn't write these ones down in advance like I did all the other stuff. But there are a few things where there's like an objective or something, where it's like, do blah to get this skill unlocked or whatever. And some of the translations were not great, and so there's going to be a couple of times where I'm going to tell you where it tells you to do something, and I'm like, this is what that actually means, because they didn't translate it super well. So that again, that shouldn't come up for a while.
Ooh, we're talking about the girl.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be quiet now because you probably like.
I've heard this one.
Well, I know you have.
Hey, it's the old town. Wow, that looks really good. Holy crap. Usually you just see this in a cutscene and they're just like on top of the thing. And their feet are just kicking.
Tifa and I.
Uh-oh.
I actually think they did a really good job with the young designs.
PS4 to PS5, it makes a major difference. I'm gonna be honest. It's just standing there, doesn't care about anything. Look at the fake trees. I don't know if they're actually fake, I'm just being an ass.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured.
Yeah, don't ignore the people that look absolutely real. We'll talk about the trees that also look real.
The purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't
Mako, huh? Interesting. I call it a Mako reactor.
What Mako is, don't you?
It's the
Mako is the lifeblood of our world.
it's the Earth's energy.
The planet bleeds
Just shrugs.
like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me.
Man, Barrett's good.
You
Yeah.
stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out.
The VAs in
pain?
the game generally
I know
killed
you
it, but
can.
Barrett in particular
You really
knocks
hear
it
that?
out of the park.
Damn straight I do.
Get help.
Get help.
Say that again.
Get
I
help.
know less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Man, they made Sassy Cloud.
I know, they gave him a little bit more attitude.
They gave Sassy Pretty Boy Cloud. It's good.
Can we address also how good Barrett's sunglasses look?
Yeah, they
Reflecting
do.
light.
You listening, Merc? One false move,
What was I gonna say?
and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach.
Yay, now we get to learn about switching people.
Indeed, I would also like you to briefly check what materia Barrett has. I don't actually think you can do anything with it,
Should have asked for more money.
but I would like to see what he has equipped.
I do like that you can see his materia in his arm.
And it will continue to update live throughout the game as you change it out. It's not just static.
Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Barrett specializes in ranged attacks. Holding down square releases a sustained burst of automatic fire with a ranged weapon. You can do shotguns. He had like shotguns back in the other game.
I'll be honest, Barrett was by far my favorite to play, and he's the one who you get to play the least. Because they take him... He's going to be in your party for Chapter 1, and you don't get him back in the party until Chapter 5.
Sounds like a spoiler, my guy.
It's going to be a minute. You don't know what the chapters are.
I mean, I know I'm not going to get him back.
But yeah, so I really enjoy playing Barrett. I thought he was super fun to play. I think he's... can maybe be not fun to play if you don't quite know how to play him.
I mean,
But
hold square, and then that's about it.
the big thing is, it feels like he can be kind of a boring person because he just holds square.
He is kind of boring. I do
But
agree.
Overcharge charges your ATB, and so what you do is you overcharge, get a bunch of you basically you can cast abilities and stuff a lot more than you think you can by using overcharge, and so you can actually do more than just stand still or whatever. Not to mention he's one of the better casters in the game, and he gets some cool abilities later.
I can switch characters by hitting up or left or right.
Yeah, like I said, I really like Barrett. I just thought he was really fun to play. Whenever Barrett is in the party, he's the one who I tend to play as when I play the game.
Cloud plays pretty well. Not gonna lie.
Cloud is really good. But my only thing there is because there are very few moments where you ever don't have Cloud in the party.
Right.
And so, as far as I'm concerned, you get plenty of opportunities to play Cloud. So whenever you don't just have Cloud solo party, that's when I like to mix it up.
Man, if they do Tifa well with comboing, that would be really good.
I think we might be able to get you to play Tifa tonight. That might be pushing it a little bit. But Tifa is really fun to play as well. That's who my husband liked to play. He said he liked her in the original, and he really liked her implementation in this game.
She's really good in the original, yeah.
She is busted in this game if you know what you're doing. She is really powerful in this game if you know what you are doing. And I should also say, this game is not easy. You will definitely have some boss fights that you're going to kind of have to throw yourself at. That's just going to be a thing that happens. You're going to be surprised at how difficult some of them are.
I remember correctly, there's some chests hidden in these boxes.
I honestly don't remember. The only thing I can tell you for sure is that there's nothing you need to worry about missing in this chapter. So try to get everything because it's useful to have extra items, but it's not critical. You will not miss anything that you're gonna be sad about. Oh, you downloaded all the little free DLC and stuff, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Do you have equipment in your inventory?
We probably won't until later.
I can't remember when you get it, but I can't remember if it's now. But you should have accessories at the very least. It looks like you can't.
Nope.
It's gonna be under party, I think. You might not be able to change anything yet,
Correct.
And you might not have it.
As I said, probably not until afterward. Oh, that did not go down like I wanted it to. Unfortunate.
Okay. But yeah, no. Tifa is really, really fun in this game. I will be honest. I think every character is fun to play.
I'm getting annoyed.
In this game. You're... Be patient, Titus. I'm annoyed.
Yep, I am annoyed. I don't want to be patient. I want to go forward. And he's just killing himself on it because he's trying to get to me, and so that's very, very funny. Anyway. He's just walking into it, so it's either I take 1 damage or he takes 20.
I will say, don't feel bad about using the... you will get probably more items than you know what to do with for the most part. So do not feel bad about using items, especially outside of battle when it doesn't cost you ATB. Especially early on, feel free to use all your potions.
Oh, hey, look, it's the mech things.
Mm-hmm.
Speedrun. First, go get this treasure chest because I knew it was back here.
Oh, I will say though, one little bit of homework you do have is one of the battle intels to get materia, blah blah blah, towards the goal of getting Bahamut. You need to stagger as many types of enemies as you can. So the sweeper, because you don't have assess or scan or whatever yet, you need to use thunder from Barrett if you want to stagger it.
Or you just beat the shit out of it.
A lot of enemies will die before you stagger them. Is the problem. Yeah, and this is where it's going to teach you about the mechanic. Pressured helps, but there's going to be a bunch of stuff. There's even enemies that specifically will tell you, like, you have to, for example, you have to wait for them to, during certain openings, and then attack them then to stagger them. Or they, Oh, there's all sorts of different ones. Or the stagger percentage, because you'll see like a damage multiplier. That different attacks can raise that multiplier, and there's going to be a challenge later on where you're going to have to, in order to unlock a materia, you're going to have to get that multiplier really high, and that just requires being careful to not kill the enemy before you achieve that multiplier. And
That's usually the hard
that.
part about things like that.
Generally, the way to do that one is you get that challenge about the same time as you also get a fight, which you can redo as many times as you want, and which is a very high health enemy. So that's like a really good way to do that one.
Oh, just like Final Fantasy 13. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, the game has a similar stagger mechanic then.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, you'll just see certain... There's a lot of moves that'll say, like, increases the stagger gauge as part of the move's effect. And that anything that has that note about increasing gauge will also increase the percentage of an enemy that's already been staggered.
This is like a loading zone, but not.
You can run down the ladders. You'll do the slide, and you'll move a little faster.
Thank God. Alright.
They do have a lot of that sort of, like, pretty clearly they're finagling the loading in the game by, like, oh, we have to squeeze between this tight space.
Yeah, that happens a lot in a lot of games.
This game's going to have a ton of it, and I'm honestly fine with it, because if it helps the game look as good as it does, awesome.
Yeah, who cares? Well,
Because the game looks brilliant.
I don't know what that is, but I got it.
You're not going to be able to use them for a while. It's actually kind of funny that they start giving you them so soon, because... boy, you are not going to be able to use them for a long-ass time.
Unfortunate. We could
like
talk about how we had a Nintendo Mini Direct that was actually, like, amazing.
Yeah!
It was really good.
These guys, I think, stagger with magic. Because you're noticing you're killing them way faster than they're staggering.
They're dying pretty quick, too, yeah.
I know.
Even with the magic.
I can't remember for sure, but yeah. I will say I love the hot swapping during combat. It's really smooth in this game. A lot of games with parties don't do that, and I think it's implemented really here.
What were the cool parts? How about we'll end with the best information, which in my opinion is probably going to be different from everybody else's, but it's amazing. Some really good stuff is Switch players that didn't have a PS4 already will now get to play Persona 5R.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's phenomenal. Like, that was the big ender. That was the big showcase thing. Was Persona 5R plus Persona 4 Golden plus Persona 3 Portable are all coming to Switch, which is great because they're also coming to everything else. They're coming to Xbox, they're coming to PlayStation.
Which is crazy. The other big thing for a lot of people was Battle Network.
Battle Network Collection is the best thing that got announced.
Wait, was it one collection or two collections?
Okay, so if it's digital, it's 2 volumes.
Okay.
If it's physical copy, which then it confirms a physical copy, which is great for me, it's 1 disc or cartridge.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
Which I'm very excited.
Some of the other little bits.
Little Noah got announced. It's really
fun.
Cute. It's like a $15 game. It's like a little slash party game. Kind of Final Fantasy Tactics art
it honestly
vibe.
Looked like Bravely to me.
Yeah. Very, very similar to Bravely. The Minecraft story game thing, whatever it's called,
looks great.
It looks awesome. It's like an RTS Minecraft game. I'm really interested in it.
I also liked there was a little puzzle game called Blanc, I believe, that was shown about
the wolf and the deer.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to play that with the husband because it looked super fun.
I preemptively made sure I had another beer ready.
I know. I'm going to go refill my drink here in a sec because I've also got pretzels, which are salty. So
we got a boss fight coming up.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Harvestella also is Square's.
Yeah, Harvestella is the Rune Factory.
It looks like a little less focus on romance.
Yep. Yeah, Doralon also looks good.
I wonder what that weird feather could have been.
It's definitely not a Sephiroth wing. Nope.
It could have been a little more subtle, but you know, fine.
What about the timer?
Fine.
20 minutes. 30 minutes.
Your call.
We're gonna do 30.
Wow.
That long enough for you?
Sorry.
I know. It actually, in the other game, it actually doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter in this one either.
It's like 16 or 8 minutes or something. It's like something like that in the other one. It doesn't matter if you get out in time.
This one doesn't matter.
Yeah, I figured this guy. Oh, this guy looks good.
Try to. Oh my god, the mechs in this game look insanely good, and they have weak spots. Some of them will have weak spots that you have to like physically locate, and the targeting system allows you to target machine parts just like the original. I assume just like the original game, where you can target different parts of the machine.
Yeah, I mean that's true, and a lot. I mean, Final Fantasy X has that.
I don't know if this one. I don't know if this particular the Scorpion Sentinel. I don't know if it has parts, but a lot of them will. The downside about Barrett is that each individual hit does not do that much damage.
He's kind of a weak ass bitch.
But he gets access to more later. Don't forget you can dodge. This is a dodge rolling game.
Yeah, I know.
It feels weird for Final Fantasy.
This game,
because even the other action ones didn't have dodging, did they?
Which ones?
Did 13 have?
13's not an action game.
Oh no, it just involves you do have to run around during battle though.
Never seen this defense.
But 15, does it have dodging?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Also has warping too, which is. Weird.
Yeah. Okay. Now it has multiple spots, and you can target them with the menu and stuff like that.
Weak spot. Oh, you definitely just.
Get fucked.
Ow.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I gotta be careful, Cloud. Thank you.
Focus on that cord.
Oh, now he remembers. Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
Nope, wrong one. Unblockable attack, sir, with a thingy. Alright, death grip. I'm gonna just not be near it. That'd be pretty easy to do, huh? That's interesting.
Gotta heal up when I have the chance.
Thank you, Cloud. I'm sure we're gonna hear that a lot, because I just...
Oh!
I like some action games. Like, I've played Ys, the Ys series. I enjoy those a lot. Their action's way better than this.
Do not forget that you can, during that menu, you can select other parties and spend... So you can, as Cloud, hit the bullet time button, and then you can page over to Barrett, and so he can spend his ATB.
And you do this.
So you can have him use an item on you, basically. And also, yeah, this is one of the reasons this game is, like, actually kind of hard. Well, so you switched over to Barrett first. You don't actually have to switch to him first. Not that it's a huge difference. But during the menu, you can just... The idea is you can queue up commands for a bunch of people without actually having to relinquish control of them.
You do the L2 button.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then...
Yeah. That's just a way to, like, if you don't want to give up in the middle... Because when you switch, of course, the AI is going to take over, and they're going to do different stuff. They're going to make different decisions. So that's all. You're going to have to get really good at staggering, or you're going to have to get, like... You do have to learn at least a little bit, which is good. It's good game design, as long as it doesn't feel too mean.
Oh, mean. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. And that's what turned me off of it the first time I played this. Was like, it's fine, I guess. It's not the worst thing I've ever played, but it's not what I expect from Final Fantasy VII, but in a sense it's its own new game. So maybe I should get over that and not be a boomer, but at the same time...
I like games where the... Ooh, yeah, focus... I forgot, focus thrust is really good for this, the gauge.
What's up, Kurt? How you been?
Hey! Wow, long time no see. But yeah, no, I like games where the difficulty is from the game mechanics themselves, as opposed to just like the enemy hits really hard, or they have a lot of health, or they have attacks that you can't avoid. But yeah, I like the lock-on system. I like the target swapping. I like how they do it in the menus and stuff. I think that's all quite good.
I wish it would tell me why it's immune. That'd be kind of neat.
Oh, yeah, it has a big glowy shield on it.
Well, I'm trying to hit the field generator, and I specifically hit the field generator, but it was like, nah.
That, I don't know if Cloud can, because hitboxes.
I don't know if Thunder can because of the hitbox. Is maybe the issue.
Thunder is targeted. Thunder is targeted.
It said immune when I did it.
Well, that may be immune because of the shield, but it's not. You'll see later. Fire is a projectile that travels through space, whereas Thunder, it happens on top of the enemy. It just happens on them.
I like how they're basically telling you what is what you should be doing here.
Well, and like it's also the hint that they're going to do this again.
Yeah.
The AI is actually good about this, though, which I appreciate. The AI will seek cover accurately.
That's good.
Which not a lot of games bother with. The AI in this game is actually pretty solid, all things considered.
Oh, I might let it break, huh? Man, that rocket move is very annoying. There's nothing I can do about it.
I think if you guard,
I have to block it. And this is what I just don't... I sound so old, but I'm like... There's just too much going on. Like, oh, I gotta make sure I stagger it. Oh, I gotta make sure I block. I gotta make sure I do this. It's like...
There is also a certain amount of aggro management in this game, which one thing I think it doesn't do very well is it doesn't show aggro very well.
Oh, I actually have to, like, go somewhere. I can't just stand on the side of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just gonna start it over.
That's awesome, Michael.
We're gonna start it over, and I'm gonna have to actually, like... Yeah, we can do 20 minutes this time, and he'll say something different.
Indeed.
Pretty cocky, ain't you? So...
I also do appreciate this game's use of... And this is something that I think Xenoblade also does really well. I think that they do foul language well, where it actually sounds realistic. A lot of games will attempt to have characters curse or swear in some way, but it doesn't sound very realistic. Frankly, I think it's the use of the word shit, which a lot of games avoid. A lot of games and a lot of movies avoid that word. I think because, I don't know, because it's a particular word that people don't like to hear or say. But I actually think that it's way more realistic and used way more than a lot of people maybe realize. And so I appreciate games that are like, they're like, these characters sound real, and part of, like, they also swear like real people too. I was playing a Xenoblade side quest the other day that I completely forgot they had, one of the blades says shit, and I was like, wait, hold on, what? I did not remember this at all. And the quest was really good, and she's like, the blade was just like, you didn't summon that monster, that's just a little shit for brains who showed up at the wrong time. And I'm like, okay. Alright.
Jesus, calm down.
Keep it up.
Yeah, it was just, it's stuff like that. And of course, Malos in Xenoblade 2, he swears up a storm, and he sounds really good when doing it. Yeah, I will say, I am also really bad about blocking in this game, and it wasn't until there's a couple fights at the end where you have to. You just...
Did I lose my stagger there?
It does. This fight is scripted just enough that they reset the stagger gauge sometimes. And that's frustrating. I don't think that's very good game design.
Especially because I've basically used all my...
You've been using a bunch of
mana.
items and mana and shit to try to achieve that, and it just, like, hasn't worked very well. I will say, I think Cloud has trouble hitting that spot, but I think Barrett, because he doesn't swing a sword, I think he can hit it better. Focus thrust might also work because it's in a straight line.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no. I agree 100%, Kurt. people are gonna be like, no, there's strategic influence in here. I'm hitting circle, making sure I don't get hit, and then I'm hitting square. There is no strategy. It is don't get hit and then hit them.
I will say, you are admittedly in Chapter 1. I think that later on strategy becomes more relevant, especially after you get access to the assess materia to check enemy weaknesses and things, which you can't do right now.
And, I mean, admittedly, I get into a flow of just hitting the button. If I get hit, I just get up and I just keep hitting the button again.
And this game, there are some games where that's fine, and then there are some games where they like do not want you to do that. And this is one of those games where it's like they don't want you to get hit.
Action games feel like that in general to me. That's just how they feel, and that's, I mean, and I completely acknowledge it's probably a me thing, but I also acknowledge I just don't like them that way.
Well, and that's the other thing too is this game, I think, tries to it does a little bit of blending in the sense that like some action games like Monster Hunter, they're like you do not want to get hit. Your whole thing is like chill out and dodge until it is time to not do that. And
right? I like.
And then this game is like, you know,
and the fact that like I can't attack it and then not get hit by the aim field by rolling away is very.
It's frustrating.
Annoying.
That's the thing, is like in like a Monster Hunter game, they're going to. The whole point is that you can basically always dodge attacks. The idea of attacks that you can't dodge is like not a thing.
Where this one's like, roll. It's kind of worthless though.
So in this, it's like either if you want to get in melee, you're going to get hit, or you have to play as Barrett and stand on the back line. The only thing I'll say is focus thrust is really good at the pressure gauge. So just like tell Cloud to do focus thrust at every opportunity. Like play as Barrett, and then whenever Cloud has ATB, just force him to go use focus thrust because it's really good.
Oh, look at that! He's gonna go over there.
Overcharge is also good, but the only thing is overcharge fills ATB. So like use all your ATB, then overcharge, then use all your ATB again.
It's just
And again, you'll also get more customization. Obviously, it's really early in the game. Oh, Steel Skin is also really good. That is, I don't know what the equivalent would be in Final Fantasy terms, but Steel Skin is like Barrier or something along those lines, and that'll help Barrett.
There we go. That should be staggered, right?
If it's staggered,
it's
yeah.
It's just pressured all the way. I broke the bar.
Oh, but then you did, but then it immediately jumped. You did.
Oh, so I didn't get the stagger.
Unfortunately, no.
Hey.
No, I know. I will also say I don't think this is far from the best fight in the game. I'll say it now. I don't think it's the best fight in the game, and I don't think it's a great.
This is the fight that really turned me off of the game. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
No, I know.
I did this fight. And I'm like, I beat it. I beat it on hard. I beat it on normal on the demo, and then I beat it on the classic mode. I'm like, this fight is just not fun.
I think it's a little too long. Is my main takeaways. I think it's too long. I think it's a perfectly reasonable attempt to teach you how to do stuff. I think it is way too long for what it is. But I also appreciate that they are at least signaling early, like, hey, this game is not going to be super
I can't roll
easy.
out of that. That's very annoying.
You don't get... I will say, I don't know exactly how iframes work with rolling and dodging in this game. It's definitely not like Horizon, where you're just completely fucking invincible during your rolls. I think your invincibility window is a lot smaller in this game.
Which is fine.
Yeah, every game's different, and it's like Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter also, you can't just dodge through things, to my knowledge, right?
Yeah, you can. You can
just straight up roll through things.
Yeah, you can have iframes on a roll.
Okay, I didn't know if you actually got.
That's what the evade window's for. The evade window skin.
Oh yeah. You don't get a lot, but you can also increase it with skills if that's what works for you. Oh, now he's pressured, so focus thrust
and then,
twice in a row.
We're gonna do this.
And then spam with Barrett, yeah. And also, yeah, I will say, after you beat the game is when you unlock hard, and you straight up are not allowed to use items in battle. I don't fucking know how you're supposed to do that. I do not know how you're supposed to beat this game without using items at all.
As some people would say, just get good, duelist.
I know, that's the only thing I can genuinely think of. Oh, you do have grenades, and honestly, you got no reason not to use those too if you want to.
Sure could use a break.
You could shut the hell up, Barrett. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Do not feel bad about stock of items. You will have access to plenty of items. I'll just say for the sake of that.
Give Cloud something.
There we go. And then a focus thrust, and then a thunder.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that that works. I should just stop hitting dodge roll because I don't feel like it's very good.
I don't think it's very good.
Military grade armor is reactive?
Yeah, focus thrust for gauge, braver for damage. But yeah, dodging is... I relied too much on dodging because I had been playing a bunch of Horizon, and it is not as good in this game.
It is not very good.
And you should definitely be focusing more on guarding, which is a thing that I also did not do as much as I should have. I absolutely should have done more. And again, you will get more skills later that will help you, you know, close the gap on, like, which skills... Oh, you overcharged into the wall, oh no.
It doesn't matter, I just want the gauge.
I don't know if you got it, because you hit the wall. Oh, you did? Oh, interesting. I assumed that you had hit the enemy.
Oh, every time you pressure him, you just force a new thing.
I guess this one, it just is not letting you stagger it, I guess.
Yeah, you don't stagger it, you just force a new thing to happen.
Yeah.
What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh yeah, now you get the, like, legs and stuff, which... Now you braver, because who cares?
Gotta time our attack just right. Hold out until you spot an opening.
Oh man.
We gotta make sure we time our attacks. By the way, we also have to make sure that we do all these other things. By the way,
Yep.
Man,
You're all about to get limit again, though.
I haven't
Which
had
you're
one
doing.
at all.
I know, which you are. That means you're doing better because you're like surviving longer, and it's a lot lower in health now for how much limit you have. There you go. Crippled the leg. That pressured it. You probably actually can stagger it now, for what it's worth.
Got it.
It's not gonna go down easy. Focus.
There we go. Hell yeah.
You ain't gotta worry about me missing my shot.
And that multiplier is insane. And hey, limit. The limit animations are also really cool. They also, I believe, you get iframes during the entirety of the limit break, so you can.
That is kind of nice.
You can use that strategically to dodge big attacks and things. That's not super useful because you're not going to get limit in most fights, but.
Shit, the ball.
20 minutes until detonation.
Time to get out of here.
No, now you have to do it all again so you can hear the announcer say 30 minutes until detonation.
Huh, you hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've gotta move.
Alright, here we go.
Be covering our way out.
Barrett does make you feel good about every victory, though.
That's nice. Because I sure as hell don't feel good about that.
You're gonna go through a much more chill section of the game now. You do not have anything even remotely that stressful or annoying for a while.
Maybe it's I need to not rely on dodge and just guard instead, because the dodge seems...
That was, if you can right now build the habit of guarding instead of dodging, that will probably serve you really well, because I had to learn how to do that at the end of the game. because there's a fight where basically if you don't guard, you will die. There's also a couple of really frustrating fights at the end of the game, really annoying counterattacks and things like that.
Yeah.
It's end of the game. It's a hard fight.
And this was the issue that I had, is I was fine with most of the game until that fight right there that happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, this sucks. It's just, I don't feel good about this. I just feel like I'm hitting a button and then trying to not get hit, and that's it.
I think that fight's a little too scripted. That's my I agree with you. I don't think that fight's super good.
So yeah, maybe it gets better.
And it's also you're learning the game right now, so you don't know it super well, and blah blah blah. But yeah, if you can build the habit right now of guard instead of dodge, and use dodge mostly as a mobility thing to get to spots when you want to, I think that would probably be a good idea to try to train yourself now, because it'll be harder later.
Okay, yeah, we'll try. I mean, right now my brain is ingrained with dodging because you can't block in Forbidden West.
Yeah, you just straight up you can't, or to what extent you can, it's not worth trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't think you can at all.
You can't. Nope.
Yeah. Oh, I will say, unless I'm mistaken, this is a game where I don't think you ever have to worry about falling off ledges.
That's good. I was a little worried.
There is some interesting puzzly type stuff, but I don't think it'll ever let you fall off a ledge. I just don't think it lets you. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think there is. Which is a nice change of pace. A lot of games are like, oh, by the way, we're a platformer too.
It's like, yay!
But no.
Because in the Ys games, you can kind of fall off stuff.
Yeah, Xenoblade has it too.
I've got you covered. Find us the way out.
Hey, those guys look cool.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
Soldier Boy.
Mm-hmm. Does the demo end at the fight, or does it end with this scene?
It ends at when you escape.
Okay.
5 seconds is all we need.
We're gonna just do this.
Yeah.
Nope. This.
I was gonna say, yeah, don't forget to heal.
Ex-Soldier Boy, tell him. Exactly, kitty. Exactly. Oh, but yeah, for the mini direct, we saw some more Sunbreak stuff, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. And then, the real hype thing is absolutely...
I'm trying to remember what all we talked
Battle
about.
Network.
Oh, you know what? I sent my husband a message on Discord with what I thought were the highlights. And so let me look at that message real fast.
And there's also... We got some sad news today about a game that we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
With Sea of Stars, which is going to be a gorgeous little classic RPG that Joe and I are very excited about.
It's like Chrono Trigger style. It's got Yasunori Mitsuda doing some music for it, but then it's got some Paper Mario elements to the combat, which seems super cool.
Yeah, the timing of combat is cool, and all that stuff seems really good.
Oh, the other big thing was we got a new trailer for Sonic Frontiers 2.
Yeah,
which finally
Strategy said something about it.
Which the marketing thus far on Sonic Frontiers has been not good, and a lot of people were really worried about the game. I think it should have been obvious to those people that the game was gonna not just be what we were seeing so far, and it was poor marketing to show what they did. But they showed some new stuff that a lot of people are like, oh, actually, this is gonna be a really cool game. And it's like,
it does look pretty cool.
It's like, yeah, if you thought it wasn't gonna be this whole time, that's just kind of on you, because it obviously wasn't gonna just be what they were showing.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be an empty world where you just run around. That's like a tech demo. That's not an actual game.
Which, I understand people concerned about the game that they're really excited about and a franchise that has been historically not treated super well. I get it.
I mean, that is true. That's a fair point.
But also, it obviously wasn't just that. Obviously, it could have been just that. That would have been far more surprising. Oh, fuck these guys. Fire. These guys are actually annoying through the whole goddamn game. Because they dodge everything. Yeah,
it'd be nice to have their dodge skill.
Which also, Cloud, I did not you will probably usually have plenty of MP on Cloud because he's not. I didn't use him as a caster. You certainly can. But you will probably always have plenty of excess MP on Cloud unless you specifically try to build this page.
Which would be kind of silly.
You can. They give him a weapon at a certain point that helps with that. The other big thing was Mario Rabbids 2 stuff.
Yeah, we did get that, and it actually looks really, really good.
There was also a whole showcase for it, I think, this morning that I did not, or maybe it was yesterday. I did not watch it.
Was there really?
There was. I was like, I'm either going to get it or I'm not going to get it. This showcase isn't going to convince me. But it was supposed to show off the different playable characters and some of the gameplay, which, understandable. It's kind of a weird game.
Kitty is absolutely trying to trigger somebody in the chat.
No, a lot of people were comparing it to Breath of the Wild.
For the Sonic game?
Yeah, because they were like, look at this big world just filled with little doodads and nothing to do. And I'm like, number one, a lot of people complain about Breath of the Wild for that. But a lot of those people are the people like our friend who like didn't do any of the objectives. Who just was like, I just did the story. I didn't know what else there was to do.
It's crazy to me. Breath of the Wild was not the first game to do open world.
Oh, I know
stuff, and people are like, oh, it's like, well, it's because that's the only thing in your modern memory that you remember. Look at Far Cry games.
It's also big green fields, which everything with a big green field these days is Breath of the Wild. Also, my understanding is this is different from the base game, by the way.
Yes. Shinra really wasn't involved like this.
Or at least it wasn't shown, if it was implied or whatever, but it was not explicitly shown. Yeah, Mario Rabbids 2 looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, Mario Rabbids 2 looks really good.
I really enjoyed the first one. It was so much better than I ever thought it would be, blah, blah, blah.
People really like the XCOM, style game, so I'm sure it'll be enjoyable for those who want it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
the demo ends like right up here.
So because we're about to get to new content, I'm gonna go refill my drink real fast. If you want to stop at the demo, that's up to you until I'm back, but I'll let you go. I'll be back in a minute.
Here we go, running out the door.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
The flirting is so good. She's so flirty.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
And then this is where the demo ends, is right here. After this explosion and you're back, it puts you in the world. Mako beam! I am going to try my hardest to do better at the action combat, but I don't like it because it just doesn't jive with me very well. And I play other action games, just this in particular does not connect with me for some reason.
Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
Wait till I get to Tifa.
Right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it.
Nice, Wedge. Yeah, this is where the demo ended, and so this is all new. We're going to the subway now. Or the sewers. Subway? Whatever it is.
Everywhere.
Can I go back?
Ugh. The air in here reeks.
Dang.
Can't wait to get out in the open.
I can walk backwards, but there's nothing about it that I can do.
Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul.
Loading zone?
It's me.
Loading zone?
Something about that. And soon.
No. no strategy. They're just saying it looks like Breath of the Wild because it's open world and there's no main focus. It's just small things to do.
That one of my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary
Okay, back.
the blasting agent?
Hey, you can figure that out later.
I made Jaden say thank you because I made him a drink as well.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
How much farther do we have to go?
Not
See,
far.
Wedge already talking about food.
I do like food, though. I mean, to be fair, I almost just died from an explosion. I would also want to eat. To be fair to him. I mean...
It's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
All the voice actors are really good.
Jesse kills it.
Yeah.
And Biggs does too. Biggs, I actually think Biggs is shockingly good.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
I don't know where she sounds familiar from, but she does sound familiar, and I can't really place it.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued.
Sector 8 Business District.
Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of
No. No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Ooh.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And
Biggs does look good.
It's only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, because I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders.
Oh, thanks, Daddy Barrett. Daddy Barrett's so nice.
Your worries, your concerns, and yes, your feelings. Whatever your problem,
I blame Biggs.
So, what's our next move, boss?
that's easy enough. We get our asses home.
I blame me too.
I do not think it would be crazy, by the way, to adjust volume balance to decrease music and increase voice.
That's right. Yeah, I said that before.
You mentioned it, and now that we had a full cutscene to just sit there and listen to. So, Jesse's voice actor is Erica Lindbeck.
Isn't that Lady Anne?
So, I'm going to just go through a bunch of stuff. I haven't looked through the whole thing. She is Ashley in the WarioWare games. She was...
Yeah, she's
she's
the main girl.
She's Futaba, not An.
She's Futaba, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I recognize her from, is she's from Tales of Arise. She's the main girl. Well, I can't remember her name.
Yeah,
Starts with an S, right?
In what game?
Tales of Arise.
In Arise, she's Shion.
She's Shion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts with an S. That's what I recognize her from.
She's also...
Because I just played Tales of Arise not too long ago.
Chilai in DB Fighters...
Oh, she's Chilai?
Apparently. In the game, at least.
It's Chilai and Limon.
She's a different Futaba.
For chili and lemon?
In the Catherine game, she's a different character named Futaba.
Same character.
She's Blaze the Cat. Oh yeah, she is the same character.
Same character.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
Tell
Materia.
you what this is.
She was in this... Well, no.
It's healing
You can have it. For
Oh,
certain
she's
amount.
Fire Emblem. She's Celica.
Just doing
Nice.
Who's a really well-voiced character.
Yeah. Fact is,
In League of Legends, she's Talia, Zoe, and Morgana.
Ooh. There's a little bit of...
a matter of luck or skill. You can't rely on luck.
words to live by.
Yeah, she sounds exactly like Xion, which are great.
Thanks.
No, just picture the anime waifu.
You do know what I was, right?
I love.
I mean, I equip it. It's not that hard. Cool.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, R1 set for all is the way to go, by the way. Because in later times when you have full parties, it shows everybody's materia slots on one big page, and so you can move stuff around a lot more freely. Right now you only have Cloud.
So AP just means using it, I'm guessing.
No, AP is rewarded from winning fights.
Oh, okay.
You do not have to use it, you just have to have it equipped when you win fights.
Okay.
Which is why the revival
So it's the
material-
same way as it is in the other one.
Oh, check your... Now do the materia and equipment, and check your accessories. I want to see
did.
if you have...
For being so
There's
brave.
nothing there.
You don't have the DLC stuff yet?
Of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
You did? We'll have to check that you downloaded it. I don't remember if you get it now or if you get it later.
I refuse to believe it was terrorists.
Okay, so...
Walking around. I mean, this is what a gorgeous world they built.
Oh,
Midgar
I
has
know.
never looked like this before.
Yeah. I will say your roadmap officially starts in this chapter. You have 3 materia that you need to pick up. Sorry, you've already gotten 1, the healing materia. You have 2 more that you will have to pick up. One of them you will see, but you won't be allowed to get it until a few minutes later.
If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
For now, just continue to proceed.
So yeah, there was a couple like small indie games in the Nintendo. We keep getting interrupted in the Nintendo Direct due to cutscenes, but that is what it is. Well, Return to Monkey Island, which is a game a lot of people enjoy, is coming to Switch.
I've heard some people are like complaining about certain aspects of it, but it does,
Really?
it does seem to me like they're the type of purists. That's the vibe I get. It's not the way I remember it. Well,
I mean, I guess.
it can be a legitimate complaint, but it can also be people with unreasonable expectations.
Yeah.
It can be both.
Well, I can't remember anything else that was like. There was a couple weird like puzzly games. It was like the Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. That was a weird. I didn't understand that exactly.
Indie puzzle mystery game.
Yeah, basically.
God, the
Oh.
fire in this game looks so good.
He's gonna remember his hometown on fire. Spoilers.
This chapter is narrative heavy.
Look who it is!
Yep, first time, first shot.
Boy with the sword. Good to see you, Cloud. Oh, he didn't do the Advent Children line.
I would. It might be worth taking 5 minutes of just playing as.
Oh shit! That is just an illusion. That is not actually Sephiroth. Oh my god, what?
But then,
No, it's not. Okay.
Just take a minute.
We're still in the, like, in his, like, memory. Look, you need to go find Aerith, is what you need to do. That's just where we should be going. Can I run faster than this?
No.
Alright. I can't think of anything else that was in the Direct, but man, the Battle Network thing is major hype. Because people have been asking for a new one. At least, like, put them on a system, and we were thinking maybe we would get them if they ever did a Game Boy Advance thing, like with Nintendo's, like, Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo and now N64. We're like, oh, maybe if they do a GBA collection, we would get Battle Networks, but now it's just like, no, now you just get Battle Network collection. You get like 12 games in one game. Dragon Quest Treasure, I almost forgot! Oh my god, how did I almost forget about that game? That game looks amazing! Thank you, Kitty. Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Oh, what a good mod. Dragon Quest Treasure looks incredible. It's Eric and his sister, who you also meet in Dragon Quest XI as kids. And it's just like, you go and you slash up monsters or whatever, and then you get to collect treasure from them and stuff.
Ooh. I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
Damn, he's good.
The sweat on Cloud, the leather sounds of his gloves.
So many things will be lost. Your hometown that burns so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel.
Sephiroth, you're kind of fucked up, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing.
This voice actor's insane.
Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
Interesting. That's very interesting.
All I'm saying is, you're gonna say that a lot more. You are gonna say that a lot more in this game.
All right, you got this.
Well, that was bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does not happen. So
Yep.
that's new.
Not the first time you're gonna say that either.
Alright, anyway. Yeah, Dragon Quest Treasure. I am very excited about that game. That game looks delightfully charming.
I mean, hey, Dragon Warrior Monsters, another spin-off with existing characters. Great game.
Yeah, I'm very hyped about it. I almost totally forgot about it because I was so excited about Battle Network. Like, yeah, as I was saying, it's 12 games, so it's every single Battle Network was kind of like a Pokemon game where they released 2 versions. So like, there was blue and red, there was white and blue, there was Falzar and Gregor, and there was Protoman and Colonel and stuff. So like, there was 2 of each one, and they had like a different main theme. But they were ultimately basically the same game. And so it will include all of them, which is going to be awesome. Very, very, very excited.
Maybe it'll make me finally play them.
I hope so, because I love them, and they're very... Another one of our friends absolutely loves them as well. And I've seen online that a lot of people share the love for those games. I've met a couple of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Friends who are very excited about it, because they're like, I remember playing these games as a kid, in the car, on a car trip, and they were super fun and engaging. It's like... I agree.
Has my husband told you that he's been watching all of Yu-Gi-Oh?
The anime?
All of it.
Oh, man.
He's on the 5th main character, 6th main character now. I think he did skip
arc.
He did skip part of one arc. He said there was one that was just genuinely really bad, and he skipped part of it. He's finished arc 5.
Yeah, so that's Pendulum, right? So you're on the Vrains? Yeah, you're on Vrains now. Very nice. Minecraft Legends does look really good. I'm really interested in it. I think it's a... oh, there's Aerith.
That materia, by the way, to your left. or behind you. I
Oh,
guess
right here,
now.
yeah, the purple guy.
That's the one you're gonna have to backtrack to that. You can't get it right now because there's cops.
There is a nice little Aerith right here, though.
Yep, there are 2 materia we'll get before we move on. But this is another one to just.
What the fuck? Man, they made you look sinister as shit.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Oh, Aerith sounds good too.
Flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
I get to choose?
Aerith is amazing.
How much?
I
Well, that depends
I
on
have
the
heard that this
customer.
is a better characterization of her.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the
I love
house.
her.
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
She's cute.
Look, I'm involved. in
She's
things.
sassy as hell too.
Yes.
Things.
Dangerous things.
Sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to self.
Help me!
Oh, now he can see them. This was on the trailer.
What are they?
What is happening here?
Drop your weapon!
All right.
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
She just runs away. As the soldiers are about to gun us down.
Sword on the ground! Right now!
Excuse me? This is my sword. A special person gave this sword to me.
So, thoughts?
I don't know what the hell this. I don't know what they're going for. It's cool, but
I'm so excited for you to experience this game. By the way, after this fight, you can go get that materia, I
oh,
believe.
thank God.
So you should be. You have to go back. It's basically avoid. Go the opposite direction is your objective, and you can grab it. First materia picked up. You can't do it during a fight, obviously.
The battle music sounds really good too.
Oh my god, it does.
No escape.
Dude, I actually do love listening to this soundtrack, especially now that they put it on Spotify and stuff.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. Thanks, Distant Worlds. Anyway, what were I was saying something about Battle Network Collection, and then we had
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Dragon Quest Treasure, and then yeah, we went to Yu-Gi-Oh, and then what else was there? Was another game that was announced in there. HP Up, oh nice. God, what else was in there? I had it in my train of thought, and then my train of thought got lost. Besides, after Dragon Quest Treasures was reminded to me, there was another game in there that I remember.
When do you get the free DLC?
Another materia over here.
Oh, you have to redeem it.
Jesus.
You have to redeem it in the menu. So after this fight, grab the materia, and then I think I can give you the rest of the stuff. You just have to go into the menu
Nothing to it.
and say, like, and you have to, like, claim it. And yes, so equip that stuff if you want. Deadly Dodge is actually, like, surprisingly good. But DLC, and then you should have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, you just claim it all. And equip whatever you want. The accessories are the main thing because they're all like late game accessories with more slots, and they will help a ton. Mostly they'll help you level materia, because well, the accessories don't. The accessories.
This one seems like this is for easy mode because you enter with auto life.
Yes,
And
it's
this
only
one-
once. Auto life only works once per battle in this game. It
And
revives
then-
you once, and then it doesn't work again for the rest of the battle.
And Void incapacitation once per battle does not work against instant death attacks when HP is at 1, and then reduces damage taken. I mean, these all seem like really strong.
They're all really good. Frankly, the Mako Crystal, if I had to guess, it's probably technically the strongest, but avoiding death on one-time things is also probably one of the best things. So
But none of
use
them
whatever
give
you want.
None of them give stats, though. That's interesting.
Correct.
This one gives defense and magic defense. They all give
On-
defense and magic defense.
The only thing is make sure you do one that has 2 slots. Don't do the Midgar Bangle, because you want to be leveling as much materia as possible in this run.
Oh, and they did the old thing that they used to do. Where if they're connected, you can have an all plus
There are not a ton of materia that actually take advantage of that, and I have marked where they are.
It's unfortunate if they don't.
There are some, it's just not a ton.
What the heck is Deadly Dodge?
Watch the tutorial and read.
I mean, that might make dodge a little better.
It helps. It's not bad, and there's some stuff later too that I believe as Deadly Dodge levels up, I think it fills your gauge a bunch or something like that.
Fascinating. All right, well, we'll just go with.
But don't forget to equip your accessory. You didn't actually click one. Oh, there you go. Sorry, you did it. Stream delay. That said, you're not allowed to use summoning materia yet. You have them, but you're not allowed to.
Yeah, you can't
them.
say unlock.
Which you get in like chapter 4, I think. Maybe it's earlier, but
Ifrit and stuff.
yeah, Ifrit's the first summon. Oh, they just gave you the tutorial, so maybe you can now. Actually, if you go back into the menu.
I probably won't be able to.
Either way, but you've gotten 2 materia, right? You got HP up and Deadly Dodge. Okay.
Yep.
That is everything missable in Chapter 2, so you are good to proceed to the end of the chapter at your own leisure. No need to worry about weapons or anything else. Oof. But yes, so there are linked materia in this game. There's just not a ton of them. There's...
Hey, get off me, asshole.
Oh yeah, you haven't actually been a target of one of these yet. The main thing is when you have multiple party members, you have to swap party members and then go interrupt.
It happens if you get gripped by the big guy.
Yeah, the ones you can use are Elemental, which adds a linked materia. It changes the element of your attacks.
Yep.
And then there's Magnify, which just makes it better. It just takes the different magic materials have different effects. But
in the other one, there was like all where you can make it hit everybody.
That's not a thing in this one. Magnify, for some of them, it's like that. For example, lightning targets multiple people instead of one. Fire, it bounces between people. But like ice, it just casts it multiple times because ice is an AoE in this game. And so it just makes Ice's AoE cast multiple times, and so you're more likely to hit it more often. So Magnify does different stuff depending on what you have. And then, is there another blue one? Oh, and then there's... Oh, what's it called? There's one where you link it to a magic spell, like Fire or Ice or Lightning. And whenever you put it on a character, and if they're not controlled by the player... Whenever the controlled character casts, the AI character will also cast for free whatever the linked spell is. So if you link Fire to this materia on Cloud, and then you're playing as Barrett, whenever Barrett casts thunder, Cloud will also cast fire, but he'll do it with no mana cost or anything, which is a cool little thing. I didn't use it a ton, but it's a really neat effect. And summoning has dedicated slots. You can't, they're never linked or anything like that. They have their own slots. But yeah, you are done with all the missable stuff in... Yeah, you can see why these shock troopers are annoying as hell now.
Never. I will never surrender.
So nice to be able to start. I finished this roadmap today, and I'm already crossing stuff off the list. It is a lot. I don't want to miss anything, you know? I really want you to get Bahamut. I haven't even been able to see Bahamut. I've never bothered to go back and replay those sections.
I've heard it's a really hard fight.
Oh, I'm sure. Frankly, Leviathan is hard enough. Leviathan's a bitch, unless you know what you're doing.
Oh boy. Gotta run away.
Yeah. Just for example, so you got 1 materia for free, and then you picked up 2 more materia.
I guess so.
In Chapter 3, you have to get 1 weapon, 11 materia, and you have to finish 5 side quests, and you have to do 1 optional cutscene.
Whee.
So, and that is not the biggest chapter.
Over there! Open fire! Shoot to kill!
How about don't?
Right.
How about you don't? Yeah, what? Can we go? Do you have a list of the Nintendo? Because I'm racking my brain as I'm trying to not die.
We hit most of it. I'll look it up real fast.
I couldn't remember. Kitty, do you remember any other games that would stick out?
I will page through it real fast. I have the YouTube video up, and I will just mute it, and I will... Oh, they actually did the chapter breaks. That's so nice of them. So I actually can just look at the chapters on YouTube. So, Monster Hunter Sunbreak.
Yes, very excited to play that tomorrow.
Nier Port.
Oh yeah, the Nier Automata thing, which is weird, because that game's old as hell.
I've heard some weird stuff about it. I've heard some people are maybe not super stoked about it. Oh, hey, Shield guys. Have fun.
I heard that the
Shield guys are annoying as hell.
I can't wait until you see that stream delay.
Fucking, when you have some of them that you don't just fucking obliterate, the best thing to do them is basically aggro them with 1 character, swap to another character, and then cast a spell on their back, basically.
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
When you're 1v1, it's a lot harder usually because they're always aggro, so they're always trying to face you when they can. Okay.
I heard that the PC port for Nier Automata was not very good.
Square has historically been really bad at PC ports, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say I know there's a chest on one of these like ledges up here.
Yeah. I'll look.
It doesn't have anything like missable, but you know, it's there. You're also low on health. You might want to pop a potion or 2. It's one thing I will say. I wish this game had a little particle effect or something that would sort of draw attention to when you're low health.
They sure as hell give you a lot of potions, and to me that says, and I've said it in other games, that says bad damage management.
I do actually think you technically got a free DLC thing that just started you off with like 20.
I still had 20 in the first part before I could claim any DLC.
I think just start you with like 20 something now. Maybe that's not actually it. Yep, have fun with the shield guys now that there's 2 of them. They don't do that much damage, all things considered, but boy are they annoying. But hey, Deadly Dodge. You get to use that now because it's solid. And grenadiers?
Grenaders. I would say grenadiers.
I feel like it's got to be Grenadier, but I don't know.
Yeah, I say Grenadier, but I've heard Grenaders.
Okay, so Nier, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, which we talked about as like...
It was a weird puzzle game thing.
They specifically commented on how it is a callback to a certain genre that I don't think either of us ever played.
No.
So I'm sure for the people like Obra Dinn, which is like this very specific genre, this very specific period in gaming. It seems like it's like that, where it's calling out to this very
point and click puzzle thing.
This very specific era in gaming where a few games like this came out, And so I bet it's really good. I bet it's going to be really great for the fans of those games.
Yeah.
And admittedly, I didn't play any of the Oberdin style games, but then I played Oberdin and I loved it. So, Super Bomberman R2.
Oh yeah, I thought R1 was like not really well received.
It was like okay. I think people wanted Bomberman 64, and they still haven't gotten Bomberman 64 again.
I mean, we're not gonna ever get it though.
I know, right?
Let's just stop targeting that one, please. Target the dog that's next to it.
I think it's if you lock on and then you can tap right and left on the right stick.
Oh, I have to actually lock on though. Okay.
Yes, right tap.
Yeah,
is lock on.
I know.
Yeah. I didn't want to backseat too hard, even though I'm the designated backseater.
You are. I still know how to play video games though, Joe.
In the fight against the annoying crab guy, at one point you were locked on to the body, but you were trying to damage the weak spot. But because you were locked onto the body, I think part of why you weren't hitting it where you thought you should.
It still hit him. It was you can't hit him with thunder when he had his field up was the whole issue.
Yes, that was part of it, but yeah, I think part of it also was you were locked on to the body instead of the weak point. Okay, Bomberman R2. But yeah, I think it's kind of like Thousand Year Door, where people want
it's just not
Bomberman 64, and it's just like they're clearly not interested in making that game again. So
play it on the Switch
Battle
collection
Network,
thing or whatever.
Battle Network Legacy, Pac-Man World Repack.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man World.
Which, like, okay, fine. I mean, Namco clearly has nothing better to do right now.
Yeah, no anime games to make. No One Piece Odyssey, you know?
Right. I bet it's fine. Like, I bet it's a fine game, but sure. Also, I love that you the flower. I love that the flower stays on your shirt, and it will actually Cloud will mention it again. But Blanc, which was the puzzle game we already talked about.
Yeah.
Return to Monkey Island, we talked about. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, we talked about. Little Noah, we talked about briefly. Looks cool.
It looks great.
That one train game, Railgrade.
Oh yeah, RTS train game.
Yeah, like, I guess if you got a hard-on for trains...
I mean, yeah, hard-on for RTS games.
True, if it actually plays like an RTS, then yeah, it's probably really good. Oh god, the Huntsman. Even bigger shield. Okay, Railgrade, RPG Time: The Legend of Wright, which is the Aniplex game.
Yeah, that one, like, visually looked really cool.
I'm very curious. I think Double Fine is releasing a game that actually has kind of a similar vibe. That I wonder if it is...
Ooh, interesting.
Where it's, like, on a storybook thing.
Yeah, I liked the aesthetic of the game.
I completely agree. That shield goes all the way back.
Let's hit you with this.
Yeah, this is the Dragon Age problem too. Oh no, it actually... Oh, sorry, never mind. In Dragon Age, characters with shields will block magic directionally. Whereas these guys... I assumed they would here too, but no, apparently not. That's one of the main ways that, like, the knight classes deal with mages in combat, is that shields just categorically block all magic and it ricochets off, so it's really hard to cast magic on them. Because they'll just block it all the time. Okay, RPG time, Sonic Frontiers, Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Oh! My wife might actually be interested in that, because it's a Sims-type game for Disney, and it's kind of cute. So my wife would probably be very interested in it.
Yeah, fair enough. Live Live.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Ooh, what's going on? On the train, here we go. Ba-da-da-dum.
Chapter 2 done. Chapter 3, you're on your own for a bit.
sure he's fine.
You're on rails for a little
You saw
while.
that action, didn't you?
Literally, as it were.
Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
Just getting a flower.
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
That's a weird question to ask.
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
No, probably not Shinra.
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind.
Is it the world crying out?
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
A lot of people here.
And in the
Um,
too.
Are you officially in chapter 3 yet?
Lucky us.
No idea.
Got a crowd to hide in. Head for the front of the truck.
Oh, okay.
Hold there.
No, never mind. You have nothing to worry about missing for a minute.
Oh yes, thank you, load time.
Mm-hmm.
Kaleido!
Hey! By the way, Biggs is a ton of stuff. Biggs is so many things, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for a minute. Because it's so much stuff.
Bro, let me through.
Oh!
So cramped.
I want to talk to people. Are you not letting me through because it's loading, or what?
So cramped.
What? You just...
So cramped.
Alright.
So cramped.
Thank you for moving out of the way, finally.
Man, everyone's on edge.
Of course they are.
Hey, Cloud.
Time to note the Final Fantasy fashion.
If you're about to unburden
Yes.
Yeesh. You don't make it easy.
See a strategy.
Hi!
Hey, got a sec? Holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Wow. My hands are still shaking.
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
Or maybe not. Probably not. Let's go talk to Jessie. Because she's cute. And we like her.
I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
What's up, Corbin?
My first guess, but shouldn't the reaction...
Oh!
I'm sure you've been neck deep in Monster Hunter.
You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
Oh, if Jaden's around, that explains so much.
Looking for excuses for something that was...
I can't unhear it now. Jaden,
Up to it if I'm gonna learn from
Biggs
you.
is Fenris.
Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
Oh no. Migraines are annoying. I agree. Why is this?
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to
Oh yeah,
announce
this
it
cutscene.
publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Don't antagonize him.
Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence.
Double
but
apostrophe
work together
y'alls.
for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
True, you do not.
That is the Shinra Creed. Them fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we? We should go. Right.
I love that the other train is crowded as shit, and this was empty as hell. Like it's absurd. Like,
I love that he's credited as Shinra middle manager. Specifically, he's a middle manager.
yeah.
I find that really funny. Let me really briefly, before you talk to anybody, go through some of the things Biggs is, his voice actor, who is, excuse me, Gideon Emery. He is Nikto in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which I don't know. He's Balthier in World of Final Fantasy.
Ooh.
He's in StarCraft 2. I have no idea if this is a main character or
Why
not.
don't they just do like things we would maybe know?
Fire Emblem Fates. In Dragon Age Inquisition, he's Samson. I already mentioned Dragon Age 2, he's Fenris. That's for me and Jaden. He's in a bunch of stuff, by the way, as like various additional voices. So like he's in Final Fantasy 13. He's in The Last of Us. He's in blah blah blah. He's Gaius in Fire Emblem Awakening. That's the one for Jaden. He's in Guild Wars 2. He's a few different people. He's in Street Fighter X Tekken. He's Steve Fox. I don't know who that is.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
He's a bunch. He's Poseidon in all of the God of War games.
Oh. Okay.
He's a bunch of random minor characters other than Fenris in like all the BioWare games. Oh, he's Chelik in Mass Effect 1, which is a character you definitely would have talked to. He's Balthier in another game. He appears to be the Balthier. He's in Final Fantasy 12 as Balthier. Okay. Yeah, and then he's been in movies, TV shows. Yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff. Fenris is what I recognized him as in Dragon Age 2. That's the moment I saw that, I was like, oh, that's exactly the same guy.
I find visual aids make the dull stuff
So,
a lot
all right.
more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar.
I like how they're like, this is we're gonna teach you what Midgar is.
Suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable...
They still say Mako, and I say Mako. That's gonna be hard to say.
Train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history, all that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up.
I like the
Don't worry.
standard Final Fantasy theme in the background.
What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Oh no, a drunk pixie?
It's because of
That sounds dangerous.
that people down there gotta struggle to survive.
How are you doing, darling?
While the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
I hope you are having a great time.
Back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself.
I am good.
Folks down there don't have
Playing Final Fantasy VII-R for the first time. Fight me, Joe. She's feisty. Gotta watch out.
Like this train, I suppose.
It's the eco-terrorist. It's true. We are eco-terrorists. Trying to save my planet, man. We are now in Chapter 3.
Oh, okay.
Home Sweet Slum.
You're still on rails for a bit. Just don't worry about anything other than story for a couple minutes.
Yeah, Kitty, I've played the original, but this is my first time playing this one. True. There's eco-terrorists, and then there's Sephiroth eco-terrorists.
damn, we are good.
Yes. Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step closer.
Way to jinx it.
Your future.
Hell yeah!
Up to the slums.
Voices, huh? People are listening.
Idiots.
Now get some on.
I don't think you acted nonchalant and like nothing happened really means anything. Kitty? Pixie, so far, I'm not 100% convinced.
See you soon.
I am not thrilled in the combat.
You know where
He'll get there.
evil works?
Kitty was around here somewhere.
Waiting. She'll worry.
She was pegging some goblins.
Go meet Tifa. It's time.
Oh god, I do love me some Tifa. So does,
Oh, if you see a vending machine, make sure you look at it.
what was it, the Italian Senate or whatever it was that liked Tifa a lot as well?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Parliament, whatever it's
Something.
called.
I remember that, yeah. Also, yeah, make sure and look at all the graffiti and the detail. You're going to spend a decent amount of time here, but, like, it's so much detail in this world. It's ridiculous.
Pretty good stuff. Does feel like a slum, to be fair.
Oh, you've seen nothing yet. By the way, this place is a goddamn maze. I see that you have your mini-map up that's behind our cameras.
Yeah, I put it up just to go through some of the parts.
No, it's fair.
I don't want to miss a side path.
It's an unfortunate reality, but don't worry about missing anything yet. You're not going to leave this area anytime soon.
Lifeblood of the planet? The hell it is.
God, the twinks in this game look good. What?
Dumbass posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do. I mean, look at all that steel work. You trying to tell me that's not progress?
Man, you need to really get your PTSD, like, under control.
Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
Whoa.
You again.
You're gonna lead me somewhere, huh? Lead me to death. Anyway, we're gonna try and explore this way. We can't. So what other game? So we stopped at...
Oh, yeah. I got it pulled up.
Warning. Gate broken.
Live Alive, Story of Seasons, Doraemon.
Oh yeah, Doraemon. That did look pretty good, by the way. It looks like a cool little Stardew Valley-like game.
Less good Animal Crossing, but with a specific anime skin on top.
Yeah.
Minecraft Legends looked fun.
Yeah, it does look really good.
Dragon Quest Treasures.
Yes, super excited.
Then we had a brief montage. Fire Emblem Three Hopes and No Man's Sky.
Yeah, these are games that were out already, right?
Plague Tale Requiem, Cloud Version.
Sector
Captain
7.
Velvet Meteor, The Jump Plus Dimensions.
What, that's a mouthful?
I know, right? That's what it said. Portal Companion Collection.
Oh yeah, Companion Collection.
Harvestella.
Which looks great.
Persona. That's it.
Yeah, Persona. I'm excited that people get to play Persona. I mean, more accessibility is always great.
Agreed. All right, now enjoy Sector 7.
The slums. Are we going to the bar?
Yeah, just follow the story.
There she is!
You're not going to miss anything.
God, she looks good.
Arlene.
Marlene looks great too.
Marlene is so good.
Daddy, you're home.
That's right, Angel. I am. Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did you?
Oh, Marlene is an angel.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember.
Marlene
last
is
time
the
I
heart
saw
and
a
soul
real
of this
one.
goddamn game.
Holy crap.
How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Girl, how do you stay so fit? What is your fitness regimen? Please. Please. Tell me.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
She is just an angel and a half.
Hey! What the hell you think you're doing scaring my daughter like that?
Barrett, you need to calm down.
Never talk to strangers.
Oh my god.
That's right, honey. I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else?
I will burn anything to the ground that hurts this girl.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
I have legit tears in my eyes. They're just so good.
It's very good.
So then, what can I get you?
You.
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Oh, I mean,
Right.
money. Right. Money.
About that.
I will.
Talk.
I
Outside.
mean, I could be paid in other services, Tifa. Let's be real. How dare you, Kitty? You will protect her at all costs. Do not lie like that.
Of course. Let that be a lesson to you.
We will protect this young lady at all costs.
Oh my god. Oh, go touch the jukebox. You're gonna need to get used to doing the jukebox.
Oh, I love the cover art of Tifa's theme.
You will continue
Oh my
to
god, the sneakers are so good.
every time you see a jukebox, make sure you talk to it because you unlock music that way. So every time you will hear a jukebox playing, the music will change and you'll hear it be a jukebox. Make sure you go find it and touch it.
There's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but
Man, Tifa's voice actor is great. It's I could picture this being Tifa when I played the game
I know.
so many years ago.
sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Even Cloud's voice actor is really good.
Follow me then.
It's crazy. It does so much for a game.
That was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this.
Anyway,
I'm
sorry.
telling you, man, you're gonna love this game whether you want to or not.
Do it again.
I mean, I can like the story and just hate the gameplay.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
Can I go this way? Without her yelling at me?
Just follow her. Don't worry about it.
She's gonna yell at me.
Just
Cloud.
Yeah,
You will-
she yells at me. That's funny.
you will spend
Walmart
plenty of
it.
time here.
Walmart
You
it.
make nice with everyone?
I cannot wait till
Good, all things considered.
Ah,
Maybe not enough for them.
Corbin. The answer is no.
Had me worried.
Did I enjoy the boss fight? No,
Exactly a people
I did not.
person.
I don't really care for the gameplay. And I said that when I played the demo too. But apparently it gets better, so we're here for it. But no, I did
Yep.
not.
I saw Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
So, it wasn't that bad?
It was.
Oh, right.
Alright.
And here we are. Good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor. Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with Seventh Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate.
Alright. So we share a wall.
202. Don't worry. I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Introduce me tomorrow? Why don't you just introduce me now, Tifa? I don't understand.
By the way, you're going to spend a lot of time in this chapter before you have to move on. Lots of side quests. So like I said, just don't worry.
If you want anything else, we can always get it.
There's one thing. My money. You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do. And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us, but...
That's it?
Sorry. We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best. I'll see you.
That stomach is absurd. Holy shit.
Sleep tight.
I mean, but he has a weakness for Tifa, so... He's just gonna let her get away with whatever. As you should. Look at her. She's a goddess. Peak human form. He's fast. Thank you, God, for this food.
Guess it's time for introductions.
Yeah, I agree, Kitty. I agree. I mean, everyone knows Tifa for the other thing, but the stomach is the real, like...
Hey, you okay in there?
Money over Tifa? You're wrong, but that's fine. Sephiroth, huh? What the hell is going on? This is all new. 49.
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay.
He's part of the...
Do the same?
Sure.
Okay. I kind of understand where they're going. I don't know what they're for, but I understand where they're going to. Playing Crisis Core would maybe explain some things. Fascinating.
Told you, we'll convert you.
Fascinating. Interesting.
Also, the Sector 7 theme.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna go to the roof. Can I go to the roof?
You can officially do a little bit of exploring now, but again,
cool.
You have plenty of time. There is no rush. If you go to the story, how this game generally works is within a chapter, it is usually pretty clear when you can't backtrack, and usually in the chapters where you can't backtrack, there's nothing to actually find.
This must be the landlady.
Well, now you must be Cloud.
So this whole chapter, you don't leave the area until you're done.
So how'd you like the place? You from up on high?
I've been around.
There's a weird tapping sound, and I don't know what it is.
All kinds come through with
That dog is blind.
If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Oh, I won't hurt her. There are other things I would like to do, but it is definitely not hurt.
Start on you and then some.
Her hair is amazing. Final Fantasy hair to the T. Crazy and insane. Alright, let's take a look around. Wow. The lighting in this game is unmatched. Square... I have so many mixed feelings about Square Enix. They produce some of the weirdest, most insane, most dog shit games. And then they produce shit like this.
The skyboxes in this game are insane. I'll say this, the skyboxes in this game are on par, if not better, than Xenoblade skyboxes. And you know that Xenoblade skyboxes are nuts.
I don't know about all that. I don't think Xenoblade skyboxes are that good.
Play Xenoblade 1 still. But yes, also, by the way, I muted my mic for a minute. Whatever sound is not coming from me. Whatever that little interference sound is.
What interference sound?
There's a little bit of staticky weirdness. Maybe that's the tapping you're supposedly hearing.
No, there's a tapping in my house that I'm hearing.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's probably just normal internet stuff.
If you mute your mic, what are you talking about?
I was hearing some weird staticky type stuff, so I muted my mic just to make sure it wasn't coming from me. And it's not.
Are you sure?
I muted my mic and then I heard it afterwards, so... Don't worry about it. It's not that bad.
Do you have a fan going?
I do, and it might be that. But no, I muted my mic. I muted my mic, so it couldn't be that.
I was listening to cutscenes, so I have no idea what you're listening for.
I will turn my fan off just in case. That is an easy thing to do. It's not that hot in here.
Hey, look at that, it's gone. I no longer hear a whooshy sound.
I swear I heard it after I muted my mic.
Because there's a fan in your room, Joe!
Why would I hear it on your stream audio?
Because you can still hear the fan through your headphones, Goober.
I don't know. I would have to be hearing... whatever. Sure, fine. Don't care.
Anyway.
Look around also. The slum is incredible detail and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, like, who's responsible for building this engine, but they need a raise. Chocobo Show!
Mm-hmm.
Cute. Adorable. I love this. This is great.
But yeah, also, again, feel free to advance the story. It will be very obvious when you can... When you can't.
Man, that purple material looks so good in the sword. Like, that live update is always really nice. I'm assuming they did it in the original game, so when you change weapons, the sword will change, which is great.
Also, when you add slots, because I don't know if that was in the original, but in this game you can add slots to weapons.
Oh, you can add slots.
So
no, that was not in the original game.
Before you advance, if I got you in time, I did not get you in time.
Morning.
After the cutscene.
Just so you know, Marlene's still asleep. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Please, God, yes.
Filters won't replace themselves. Although the next batch probably could, if Jessie put her mind to it. Most every home in the area has one. Folks love them because they practically eliminate the rotten egg smell. Honestly, they make us more money than this place.
Correct.
And it's easy money too. We bring new filters, collect the old ones, and get paid. What?
Give me a break. I'm not a salesman. I'm a soldier.
Which is why no one will refuse to pay. What do you say? Please?
Can't say no to her.
Let's get this over with.
Great. And while we're at it, I'll give you the grand tour.
Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am.
Okay. So here, real fast pause.
This is just Tifa's theme?
Right now, you'll get more songs later. So, Go to Materia and Equipment. Click Cloud. Click
What
your...
is-
Or wait, no.
Oh, I can do a summoning materia.
Oh, you can, yeah.
I
Pick whichever-
can.
I will say, Carbuncle is kind of broken early game.
What does it do? Oh, heals and supports.
It also does... Carbuncle is really good. Practically speaking, it's best when you have a bunch of people in your party.
10,000 needles, baby!
Cactuar is okay. I didn't hate it at all. And Chocobo Chick is also okay. But Carbuncle...
Flare.
I always had somebody in my party running Carbuncle because it's like, I don't know who to summon, but this fight is taking forever. Carbuncle will just keep you healed the whole time. The Carbuncle in this game looks weird, though, admittedly.
I mean, the Choco Chick doesn't look like super normal.
I don't actually see the menu for which to upgrade weapons yet, so I guess you
Probably
can't.
something that gets unlocked.
Yeah, I guess you need to do a little bit more.
Like every other RPG, you have to unlock all the mechanics.
Well, I know, but like when and stuff like that.
Guess we'll find out when we play. Item shop, only the best items. Well, let me go get the items then.
Hey there. Here to change out your water filter.
Oh, there's more Final Fantasy music being played on his little recorder thing.
Cloud's in charge of collecting.
If you
He'll take your money.
interact with the gramophone, you'll get the theme.
That's really good.
In your dreams, maybe.
Cloud! Since we're here, maybe we should do a little shopping.
Take a look.
Maybe we could do some shop. I can't do... Ooh, but I can buy weapons.
So, not this place, but in general. So you'll need to buy... Oh, this place you buy the song. You are welcome to buy the materia, and arguably you should, because you need to level up every single materia.
It's a lot for some materia.
You'll have more... You will rarely bump into problems with money. So buying one of each ice and lightning is a good idea. And then after you're done here, just immediately equip them, because it's more important to level green materia than anything else. Green materias are the ones you need to have maxed for Bahamut.
Oh, I don't need to worry about the purples?
You don't have to. They're good, and you will have plenty of extra slots. But you have to max out one of each green materia. You have to.
Okay. Green
So that's-
materia. Right,
That's why you want to make as many slots for those as you can. So just have all of them for now. And as you get more people, you can spread those materia out. And you will get more of every single kind of materia, basically. There's very few that you only get one of.
Freebie or two.
For you, maybe.
Well, you could try being a little nicer.
To get free shit? Not my style.
To get free shit. I do like that the dialogue feels organic,
Landlady's a client.
Just met her.
which is something you mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, she's a good friend of Avalanche, so be nice. Please.
Yeah. This is... The story, the characters are done extremely well. It's very hard to argue against that. Just want a fancy schmancy turn-based game, man.
Tifa, my dear, dear girl. Oh, what's he doing here?
Working?
Be nice. Cloud's helping me with collections.
You better take care of her.
Yes, ma'am.
Good at taking care of myself, you know.
That I do. Still, better him
I
than
do like the
no charm, no wit, big sword,
way to get around
no skill.
animating individual things by just putting her hair in the little bun.
Nice.
Or a
Oh,
little thing at the end.
That dog
You're
sneezed,
looking
by the
awfully
way.
glum.
Yeah, it keeps sneezing.
Enough sleep? A good long rest to cure anything, I tell you.
A tried and true lesson for life on the ground floor. Am I right?
That you are. Now, your money.
Thanks, Marl. You take care of yourself.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Okay, so taking a rest. Okay, so we have rest spots. That's good. So your house is a rest spot. That's nice to know.
The main thing will be benches. You'll see them throughout the whole game. I actually think the benches get a dedicated tour, or a dedicated tutorial.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
You'll see them, and they pop up throughout the game just as like a, hey, you probably need to heal right now.
Never mind that.
Take a breather.
Gotta get you your money. Last stop
top is the weapons drawer.
Ooh. Can I use a gun? That guy has a fucking gun. I want a gun.
You here for the filter?
Hey! That last filter didn't do shit!
We're so sorry about that. Hopefully this one will work better.
Save your excuses and get out!
All right. If you could just settle your bill, we'll be on our way.
The hell? You charging me for your busted-ass goods?
My associate handles payment disputes.
Think you can mosey up in here and have it your way?
Pretty please.
Thank you very much. Seeing
I
as
love
we're
it,
done
pretty
with our
please.
rounds and you've got a small fortune now, why not take a gander at the weapons?
Well, when will Barrett be back with the rest?
Before we open up tonight. It'll be a while yet, so what do you want to do?
Don't really know.
I could think of a couple things,
I've
Tifa.
got a suggestion. Want to hear it? If you're serious about becoming a merc, then you're going to need to start making connections. It's not what you know, but who you know, you know?
I do know.
Another lesson for life on the ground floor.
Yep. Connections get you jobs. Jobs build your rep. And more rep gets you better connections.
Does it?
How do I start?
Why not help out the neighborhood watch? They're mostly volunteers, but you'll get to know people.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't see anybody at the office, so let's head up top.
But what about buying weapons, Tifa? Good lord.
I ain't got nothing for a punk-ass bitch like you! Get
He
on
called me a punk ass bitch! What an asshole, bro!
No better way to keep you and your family safe.
Bro!
You'll get a weapon later. Don't worry about it right now.
He called me a punk. I'm gonna slaughter him.
But I know, like, again, for a game to localize and include punk-ass bitch is just really good.
Weapon vendor is my new best friend.
A lot of video games don't localize, I think, some of the slang and curses really well. I think they need to take more natural. So, I'm glad that this game does that.
Yeah, there was no. Whatever.
Yeah, just keep doing story stuff.
Hey, Cloud. Looking to join the neighborhood watch?
That depends. What does this neighborhood watch do?
Nothing.
Lots of stuff, really. Our top priority is taking care of any beasts that wander into town. That, and teaching the locals how to defend themselves.
Like they say, the only one who will look out for you is you.
Cloud's a great fighter, but only we know that. If no one knows him, no one will hire him. Thought if he joined the watch, he could get his name out there.
That would work for everybody.
Truth be told, we could really use your help. We can't pay you in gil, but we'll work something out. For example... Aha! What about your sword? I could mod it for you.
No,
Okay, here we go.
It's fine just the way it is.
What? You some kind of purist? I know I'd never pass up a chance to improve my gear. Come on. At least let me show you how it's done.
Oh my god, you have a Biggs emote too. That's crazy.
That?
I mean,
Oh,
just
okay.
upgrade the weapon.
You just hate tutorials. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So, not a sphere grid, but planet grid? It's space themed.
This is exactly what Final Fantasy 13 does.
But it's like space themed, so that gives you a couple points, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So you gain SP with your weapon, and then you use SP to power it up. Pretty simple.
Yes. The only thing I'll say is you will have opportunities later to respec weapons, so don't like fret about being suboptimal, especially early game. The other thing I'll say is obviously you will unlock more nodes to upgrade as you progress in the game and level up and stuff. One of the things you can do here is you can add and or connect materia slots. That's some of the upgrades. And because we are going for Bahamut, every time you have an opportunity to add or connect materia slots, you should do so. Because we need every materia slot we can get in order to max out and level as many materia at once as we can.
We'll be fine.
So, that's the only reason I mention it. That's all.
Yep. So you just level up your weapons, and then you can... I mean, that's a cool thing, so if you like a weapon, you can upgrade it. That's nice.
Yeah, by the end of the game, you can have basically every weapon maxed out and pick whichever one you want. It is not hard to max a weapon.
That's very cool, because it'll just... The stat curve is probably a little different.
Yes, I do want to show you one other thing after this cutscene's done.
Singing your praises, even on an empty stomach.
So, where are these monsters?
Scrap Boulevard. Good hunting.
Hey, Cloud, I'll come with.
Ooh, we get Tifa.
I've got this.
Mm-hmm.
But
and of course, she also has weapons that can be upgraded.
Mm.
Sure thing. I know these streets better than anyone.
Ugh, she just looks phenomenal. I cannot get over that. That's crazy how good she looks.
Okay, I want to show you one or two more things in the menus real fast. So, first and foremost, you can go upgrade Tifa's weapons. It's a great idea. She also has materia slots, so slot in whatever materia she wants. She comes with chakra. I think all she comes with is chakra, but yeah. I will say I have no idea what the fuck speed does in this game.
No idea, but we're gonna do it.
No idea what speed does. I took it because Tifa gets a lot of them. Okay, so go to Cloud on the upgrade weapons screen. Yeah, give her an accessory, whatever. She comes with one, actually. Yeah, she comes with the wrist guards. And then R1, now that you have two people, you'll see if you hit R1 on the menu, you'll see everybody's materia and stuff at once, and it just makes it a little easier to pick what goes where.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. And the triangle swap materia allows you to just move materia within...
Yeah, it just does this.
Yeah. It's just really slick. You can give her a summoning materia, obviously, now, too. So, go to her upgrade weapons. Well, either one of them, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
The starting weapon, this will already be there. But you'll see that the weapon on the right side, before you go into the actual upgrade thing, like if you pick a person and then you highlight a weapon, on the right-hand side, you'll see a skill description. In the case of Buster Sword, it's Focus Thrust. So, your starting weapons, you get these for free. Or no, actually, I don't know if you get. So check Tifa real fast. And so every weapon has a skill. Okay, hers also is just given, I guess. So those, in the case of Dive Kick and Focus Thrust, every weapon you get in the future has a dedicated skill that's like, this is part of this weapon, and if you equip a different weapon, you get the other weapon's skill instead. However, every weapon after the starting weapon will have a little gauge of like a do blah certain number of times, and doing that thing will get you the ability to use that skill on other weapons. So you're looking at hotkeys now. The other thing is the leader. No matter what, who you control in the overworld is always predetermined. So if Cloud's in the party, you're always Cloud. If Cloud's ever not in the party, it'll pick whoever you're controlling. But if you hit leader, in the case you set Tifa as the leader, the moment combat starts, the camera will hop over to Tifa and you'll control Tifa. So that's good too.
I still think it's very funny that you assume I don't know what these things are. I've played games before.
I don't know. You need to talk to that tiny child in the white shirt.
Nah, fuck that kid.
You need to.
Fuck that kid.
Why
do you look like a Hope?
Oh, does he not say anything to you yet?
No.
Okay.
So I can't talk to that tiny child.
He'll
Maybe I should play the game. We're going fiend hunting. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
I can see why
There's no guessing.
right at home.
Oh, the story for now. Enjoy playing as Tifa. She's fucking good.
Yeah, I that's what I kind of want to get to. Ooh,
She's
materia.
She's so much faster. Yes. What materia is it?
Ice.
Ice.
So
Cave at the start of Scrap Boulevard. Yes.
I guess we'll find out.
Individual materia are individual items that level up on their own.
So it's just like the old one.
So yeah, the second ice will level up separately.
It's just like the old one? Because the old one was the same way.
which you'll get more diverse ones. You literally still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more materia to get in this chapter.
Close range combat and get combos to deal out. Press square to execute a normal attack, or hold it down to deliver a single powerful blow.
Her combos are presumably very different from the original game because it's an action game now. That's what her unbridled strength is. So just play around with her. This area has respawning enemies, so you have plenty of opportunity to learn how.
Well, we can kind of I can get used to the combat for the next 20 minutes or so, and hopefully, not hate myself.
But yeah, try casting her unbridled strength, and you'll see what it does.
Okay, interesting.
Because it does. I understand that she has comboing in the original game, but it's going to be different in this game.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Tifa's unique. As Tifa, you can press triangle to execute the whirling uppercut. To access more advanced techniques, you must use unbridled strength to increase your chi level, or ki, whichever country you're from.
Yeah, whatever.
At level 2, you'll execute Omni Strike. Level 3, Rise and Fall. Upon utilizing advanced technique, you'll expend your ki and drop 1 level. Tifa's material techniques are effective against staggered enemies and will increase the damage. More like Kingdom Hearts. If I could get to that, I think I'll do better in combat.
I will say I never used the shortcuts. Not once.
Really?
I did not bother with them.
Shortcuts are very, very helpful in Kingdom Hearts. So
I'm sure they're helpful here too. I just personally never
Fuck 'em.
could train my brain. I never bothered.
Okay.
But yeah, try casting Unbridled Strength twice and then using all 3 of her moves back to back.
Oh, really?
Just see what they do. Rise and Fall is also a really cool animation. It's just really cool. Tifa is really she's really fun to play. So yeah, basically build up ATB really fast, Unbridled Strength twice, then use.
Okay, cool. Oh, these enemies are not lasting long enough for me to do it twice.
No, they're not.
Just
yeah, and like I said, it lowers your ki level, and so if you want to just use those abilities, which cost ATB but no mana or anything like that, they help.
Oh yeah, and then you could do it again. It would have let me. Okay.
And then yeah, you unlock Rise and Fall, which has a whole different animation and stuff like that. Specifically, like I said, later you will have the ability. You'll have a challenge to increase stagger gauge, and Tifa is by far
kind of broke. It did say that she's really good about doing damage in the stagger gauge.
She specifically gets an ability later. I can't remember what it's called, but she gets an ability that's like, this is really good at increasing stagger percentage. And what you basically do in that scenario is you stagger an enemy and then you just spam that ability as many times as you can, and you crank that stagger gauge as high as you can.
So very Final Fantasy 13 like.
Yeah. But yeah, keep doing story. Like I said, this is the first chapter where you have side quests, and you have 5 side quests to do before you're allowed to leave this chapter. And by that I mean before I'm allowing you to leave this chapter.
So will they respawn right now, or is that later on?
If you leave and come back. Specifically.
So this is a loading zone.
Well, I don't know about that for sure. I do know that you will have a side quest that brings you back here in this chapter. And I think at that point, enemies will start respawning freely. Where, like, you can walk back and forth within the area and enemies will respawn. So I don't know if that technically is happening yet.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's probably... It, like a lot of things in RPGs, is very story-based, where certain aspects get unlocked after you get to a certain point. They don't tell you all the mechanics all at once, and all the thing. It is what it is.
Yeah, and like I said, as you get other weapons and stuff too, that's one of the main things that helps you customize.
Her materia in her gloves look so good.
We told everyone we could about you.
Barrett's are in the, like, where the elbow is.
It's all right.
Well, I guess
All you
it
gotta
depends
do
on what
is
weapon
keep
he
up
has
the good
equipped.
work.
They're in
It'll
different
pay off
spots.
soon enough, I promise.
How's the sword, by the way?
God.
Good.
The fact that you can lift it is astounding.
Seems like
Right.
a fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Ooh.
You're about to get a new sword for Cloud, though, by the way.
Ooh. Think.
Been meaning to ask. After you left the village,
That burned to the ground.
It's a long story.
I've got time. Why
I
don't you tell
really
me all about it while
am
we try to rustle up some more work for you?
interested how they're gonna do
Oh,
Vincent.
no, you won't. Run along now, you two.
Sorry,
Go on.
maybe next time.
No fair.
No comment.
Think about it for a
I'm
second.
very interested how they're gonna do it. Like, how is he gonna be in battle? He has a shotgun.
Before
He's
we go
cool
back to
and
it, why don't we check out
vampiric.
the weapons?
No need.
Come on, the dealer's probably heard all about you by now. Might treat you better.
Or he'll call me a punk ass bitch again. Yep, that was me. Thank you. I did get rid of all those monsters. Alright, I swear to God, if you call me a punk ass bitch.
Heard there's a merc that'll take on any monster. You the man?
Word spreads fast around here.
That is a cool sword.
Sorry about before. I get antsy when business is slow.
Thank God I'm not the only
And
one.
your line of work needs weapons, no? Why not try that one on for size? Yours on the house. Badass like you rocking my weapons is good advertising. Think about it.
True it is. It's payment and exposure.
Take a look at something else.
Right?
See? Artists, it works. I found it in a video game. God, that feels terrible to say. That feels so bad.
I would personally, if you at most buy one of each accessory, do not fret about it though. Or accessory or weapon. Accessory, definitely not. You're good because you have the DLC. You have better accessories, so just
I'm not worried about it right now.
don't worry about them. Yeah, but now you have a new weapon to try out, and I'll show you the skill stuff.
Or I can figure it out.
New weapon?
Well,
Let's see if we can't put it to good use.
You can now acquire weapon abilities. Once you have
Let's go
keys
chat
and
up
magic,
Wire.
sir.
Oh my God.
You never know.
You're getting real close to blowing your carry here, sir.
All I'm saying is we need a backseating emote with me at a driver's.
Oh my God, we really do. That would be pretty funny, to be fair.
So yeah, now you'll see what it talks about, and it'll tell you what you need to do to acquire
Ooh, and a proficiency thing. Okay.
the proficiency system.
So
yeah.
triple slash. Ooh, I like that ability. That looks
Slash
cool
up.
as hell.
So this one is strike 3 or more enemies, basically saying you need to use triple slash and hit 3 enemies within one triple slash.
Yeah.
Do it X number of times, and you unlock the skill, and you can use the skill on any weapon.
Defense up, max up. Ooh, this one's more guard up as well.
Yeah. The triangle stuff is the same on every weapon, though. In the case of Tifa being unbridled, or Tifa is her combo system, Cloud is Punisher operator mode. That's the same.
Their
no matter what
unique
weapon.
ability.
That is the character's ability.
Yeah, it's the character's unique ability.
Yes. Separate from the weapon, and then the weapon ability is an ATB. Well, I guess they all cost ATB, but you know what I mean. But yeah, but Iron Blade has 3 materia slots.
It's a more defensive weapon.
Mm-hmm. Triple slash is also really good. It's a really good skill.
Oh, good. They make it easier.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yep.
That is not the easiest thing sometimes in other things.
Yeah. Oh, you're actually. So do a smidge more story, and you get some more materia. You need to talk to that small child, which will happen on its own. It's part of the story, but the small child has homework for you.
This guy.
Do you want to know his name?
I'm sure we'll find out.
You will find out.
Actually, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine.
I love him.
He's a merc.
You don't say. Well, we're always
always on the lookout for experienced fighters to help us deal with the bigger critters.
The bigger
I'll take on
critters.
anything, for the right price, that is.
Experienced and cocky, huh? If it's a challenge you want, I might have a few good ones. Your clients can fill you in on the details. Prove yourself at these jobs, and I'll see if I can't find you some more.
Thanks.
Use to access the map and R2 to open quests. From there, you can check current job work. Oh, okay, so we have our quest system now.
Performing physical analysis.
Ooh.
Sizable weapon, excellent cardiovascular health, and impressive lung capacity. Perfectly balanced muscle and bone structure.
All right.
An optimal candidate. My name is Chadley. I'm an intern for Shinra's Research and Development Division. I hope you'll be interested in helping me with my research. Please accept this.
Chadley.
I would like you to set that assess materia in your equipment and use it to gather intelligence in battle. This data will help me to develop new types of materia.
Ah, you're very important.
Interested in working for Shinra.
Yes.
You should know that I work actively to undermine Shinra's efforts. I'm sure you of all people can appreciate the tremendous power of materia, as well as how it might be wielded against your corporate enemies. And if you later decide that I am not worthy of your trust, you can do what you do best.
I will hold you to that.
Excellent! Then we shall work together so long as you deem fit. Once you've completed your task, please return and report to me.
Battle intel missions. Interesting.
This is the Bahamut problem. Chadley has a couple battle intels. Bahamut requires you to complete every single battle intel.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Bahamut requires you to do every single battle intel, and one of the battle intels is max out like 6 different weapons, and one of the battle intels is max out every single one of each green materia type. So like, those are the two holdups that are the main problems. So you've got assess, which is your scan. It's called assess in a lot of Final Fantasy games.
Oh my lord. It's also called scan.
Yeah, scan, assess, it's a few different things. Like I said, you will be doing every single... that's it. So there's going to be a couple of battle intels. Technically, Chadley is going to show up several times throughout the story. Battle intels carry over. If you don't finish it at a certain point, as long as you still can see Chadley later, he will be able to give you the reward still. So you until basically the end game, you can't miss any of the Chadley stuff technically, but we're going to do our best to complete all of them along the way. For now, you need to scan a bunch of stuff, and you need to stagger everything that you can, which sometimes requires active effort.
So I just do this,
so
and
just
I
swap
scan
over
it.
cloud. Yep. Yeah.
Tactical data not available. Weaknesses is frost and magic.
And this is the part where, the UI actually just barely slides underneath our cameras right now. This is one of the things I was worried about from a UI standpoint, but it actually looks pretty good. I actually think there's a second page, too, of that.
Yep, there was.
But yes, this chapter, I want you to complete Battle Intel's...
Nothing to it.
Oh, I technically don't have you as required to do any of them this chapter, but you should. The guide I was using was a little
holy crap, Oli, she just gains... she just gains gauge like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, Tifa's really good.
Holy hell, I should put assess on her, because she's going to get it way before.
Yeah, that's why I use Tifa as my assessor for basically ever.
Deal with that.
And by the way, later on in the game, when they remove people from your party and stuff, I believe once they're in your party for real, like Tifa is now, Barrett later on will be like actually in your party for real. I believe you can take materia off people who are not in your party at the current moment. So, but yes, you need to assess a lot of things. You need to.
She's very fun.
She's very fun. I told you, Tifa's really fun.
Holy shit!
And she gets dedicated. Oh yeah, some side quests will have dedicated prompts like that, where it's like, hey, you did the side quest. You can go back to whoever you need to talk to again. Yeah, I made Tifa my assessor for that exact reason. It's just she gets it so fast, it's really easy to just churn out the assesses. And of course, you only have to do it once per enemy type, right? Just like any other game.
Yeah, so you might as well just have her do it, because she'll do it very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm only playing... I mean, if you wanted me to play another character, it's just not going to happen.
I mean, technically speaking, whoever you're playing gets ATB faster because they attack more. So if you play Cloud, he will also gain gauge really quickly.
And she's crazy.
You haven't even really been using your skills either.
Yeah, she kills people before she's allowed to, before you do anything.
I know.
She's just like, yeah, I'm gonna punch him a lot.
I do want to see you use triple slash because it's also, by the way,
yeah, that's
AoE.
that's pretty good idea, to be fair.
Because yeah, it is also AoE.
I also need to use it.
Yes, you have to hit 3 separate enemies with triple slash.
Keep those gloves up.
Oh yeah, I do have to do that to get the proficiency up.
Yes, that's the thing. And you will get in the little, on the right-hand side, you'll get in your feed proficiency increase, so you know when you were successful. Okay. And what I was talking about earlier with translation stuff, a few of the proficiency like requirements are just poorly translated. And that's what I was mentioning. Like, a couple of those proficiency tasks are not entirely clear, and so I can help you connect the dots. Right around here, there's a girl standing next to a sign with a bunch of numbers, by the way. You need to talk to her. And yes, this is... Chadley sells you materia by completing his stuff.
Ooh, auto cure.
And Chadley is how you reset your weapons if you want to. Which, obviously, it's early game. It's not important right now, but later on it may be beneficial. Auto cure is really solid.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Yep. Obviously really good on Barrett, because I used him as a healer, but whoever you have as your healer.
Cool.
So you got auto cure, so I can cross that off the list. Oh yeah, battle intel number 2 will get you a wind materia.
Ooh. Arrow.
It's not what you know.
Yes.
You remembered.
And yes, they do upgrade in this game, like Fire, Fyra, Fyraga. That's in this game.
Oh boy.
They're flirting. Mom and Dad are flirting.
But yes, there's going to be a girl next to a sign with a number on it. You need to talk to her. She's one of the materia for this quest.
Alright, thank you. You talk a lot.
Yes, he is very wordy.
Oh, Lord.
So that lady with the sign, it currently says 24 on it. You walked past her. She was like right by them, Chadley.
Fine. I was going towards a side quest, but I guess I should probably do this. Probably wrap up here soon.
Well, this woman you specifically have to talk to, and then you have to do a thing, and you talk to her again, and you'll get a materia. And it's actually the...
Yeah.
What is this one? Oh, MP up, which is solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to kill 50 enemies. If you want to do a little quick thing, we can real fast.
Fiend slain. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which, if you just do the side quest, you'll get to that 50 number. You just have to make sure and come talk to her again so she gives it to you.
Oh.
Yeah, you will almost certainly get there without having to, like, actually do anything. So, real fast, go back to 7th Heaven.
Isn't it the story, though?
I don't know if it is. There's just a side thing I want you to do there. I think technically you're supposed to talk to Weimer right now.
No.
Or wait, no, you can't do this because you haven't met Johnny yet. You need to find Johnny first, so that maybe you can't do this. So yeah, you can go do the side quest. You can get those queued up right now. Because we need to do every side quest.
As usual.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, this game we will be doing all of them. Most chapters straight up don't have side quests. But
really?
Some do. Yeah. There's only side quests in 6 or so chapters.
Well, that's kind of nice, though. So it is a little bit streamlined with the story. So it's not super open world, which is good.
You'll get to a story. You'll get to like a couple story. For example, chapters 4, 5, and 6, and 7. There are no side quests. There's weapons and materia to find, but there's no side quests. But then you get to chapter 8, and there are 8 side quests in Chapter 8.
Wow. Okay.
So that's the vibe.
Interesting. The Prelude's really good.
I know Preludes. There's the one thing I didn't include is there you can find music throughout the game. I didn't make a list of where you find all the music. So I should maybe do that. The Chocobo one is really good. There's a Chocobo like yeah. It's called Hip Hop Day Chocobo, and it's a hip hop song.
That's amazing.
It's really good. Let me see if it's in this chapter, because otherwise you might be able to get it like right now.
Materia for beginners.
I don't see any doom rats around.
What do you think? Should we wait?
You can get it here. I can tell you right where to get Hip Hop to Chocobo right now, and you can hear it, and that can be our finale for the night.
Alright, where am I going?
So go towards 7th Heaven.
It's over here.
So basically go to the front door, but don't go inside.
There's a side quest right here.
I mean, sure, do whatever you want in the meantime, but like, that's where we're going. Yeah, this guy with his weirdly deep cut shirt. I just want to.
It is very big U.
I don't know why. I've always.
It's deeper cut than. Well, no, it's not. It's not deeper cut than her tank top, but she's wearing a shirt underneath it.
Like, it's just so weird.
It's a little weird.
This one guy, his design, more than anybody else, weirds me out. I don't know why. He seems like a nice dude.
Seems like a nice guy, but
fucking weird ass shirt.
Good luck. I'm counting on you, my friend.
Her face is a little big. Items.
Well, it's an anime game, so everybody does have big eyes and big facial features.
His mouth was just really
the
big.
gold stuff, by the way, it'll have a number by it. He will sell those things at a discount. After you do his quest, he sells you a materia for very cheap.
I hear it.
Sit.
Hey man, check it out. This song's pretty sweet, ain't it?
Listen to it. Talk to him. He'll give you the disc.
You feeling it? Have a copy.
This is weird.
Just keep listening.
What the fuck? What is this? That's weird. That's very bizarre.
Something's wrong. Let's check it out.
And that is a good place to stop.
Dude, I cannot wait until you get to Wall Market, because the music stuff that happens in Wall Market is just like out of this world.
Oh, I just can't wait for Honeybee.
I know you haven't, because you were like not interested in this game, you didn't bother to look into it. You have no idea what's in store for you.
I've just seen some cosplays, and boy, I cannot wait for Honeybee.
Wait, have you seen the dresses?
Kind of?
Whose dresses have you seen?
I'm not sure. I've seen cosplays of Tifa's dress.
So, I will mention this. During that section of the game, Tifa will have a dress, Aerith will have a dress, and as you know, Cloud will have a dress.
And they dress him up like a pretty girl.
The dresses actually depend on how many side quests you do. So Aerith gets a very plain dress if you do no side quests. But if you do all the side quests, she gets a really cool one.
Yeah.
Or a really elegant one. Cloud's is based off of a couple of different... So Aerith's is strictly how many side quests do you do. Cloud's is number of side quests plus there's a section in the game where you'll have a very unimportant fork in the road, and whichever path you wind up on, you'll get a different dress. And then Tifa's is straight up a question. She will ask you a question at a certain point in the game, and you'll have 3 options, and depending on your answer, she will have a different dress. And it's strictly just based off whatever answer you have to the question, which is fun. So I hope that you answer what you really want to see, because it's fun.
All right. Well, look forward to that, guys. Thanks for joining us. I like Tifa's combat, so that'll just probably be what'll happen, because We'll see though. When we get to a bigger boss fight, we'll see. Well, it'll have to grow on us, I think.
Honestly, you don't have like a legit hard fight for a while.
So we'll get there. This boomer will grow out of it a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Thanks everyone for joining us today. It was a good old time on YouTube. We'll see you later, but make sure you check us out. Feel us live. See your name pop up randomly with your little emotes and stuff.
Come back next week for more of this, where we will maybe finish Chapter 3 now that we blasted through Chapter 1 and 2.
Maybe.
It's
like at this point, it's just get to Honeybee. That's the goal.
The Honeybee is chapter.
That is the only goal.
9. We have a ways.
It's a long time. It's like the end of the Midgar stuff in the other one.
Not in this one.
Yeah, in the other one, it's like and then you do Shinra's Tower, and then it's the.
Oh yeah, no, this is chapter 9, and there are 18 total chapters.
All right.
So.
Bye, guys.
Bye.